Good morning, I'm Dylan Gonzalez. The Columbus Blue Jackets were in Dallas last night taking on the Stars. Jackets captain Boone Jenner had an assist and a power play goal in the first period, and the Jackets went on to beat the Stars 5-1. The basketball Buckeyes landed a big-time recruit in Ohio's very own Anthony Thompson. Thompson is a five-star recruit and chose Ohio State over the likes of Indiana and Texas. Thompson is OSU's highest-rated recruit since 2014. And finally, we had two NBA games last night, the first being an overtime thriller between the Houston Rockets and the Oklahoma City Thunder. OKC ended up winning that one in double overtime by a final score of 25-24. And in the latter matchup, the Golden State Warriors beat the LA Lakers 119-109. This update was sponsored by BMI Federal Credit Union. Enjoy lower rates than the national average, plus a special rate on balance transfers with a Visa Platinum or Visa with Rewards credit card.
Good morning, Columbus.
Joe, that ain't good enough. Come on, Joe.
Wait, no. Not this one.
Frizzle left tight, F fly, pass 37 punch, waggle, help, baby dizzy, X fan on the turbo.
Thank you, baby.
Football, man.
It's time to listen to a bald, fat loudmouth
Mr. T-Bone.
and a former football player.
And that ball intercepted by Tyler's pal.
Wow, no radio station has ever done that before.
Did it work for those people?
No, it never does. But it might work for us.
Welcome to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Welcome in. Happy Wednesday to you. What's up? I'm T-Bone. He's Tyvis. Good morning. Go to hell. Hi, Tyvis. How are you?
I'm sore, T-Bone.
I noticed you were limping in a little bit today.
Yeah, got to take it a little easy today.
What'd you do yesterday?
Yesterday, after I got done with the Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show, which you can get on the YouTube 11 to 1 when you're not listening to Bishop and Friends.
Look at that. Or Rothman and Ice.
I got a workout in with Mikey McNuggets. We did a little back workout, a little 45-minute back workout. After that, I came home. And I went to go play basketball last night, which was the first time I went in like 3 weeks. And I stunk up the joint. It was the worst performance ever.
How?
I couldn't buy a bucket. You know how I scored last night? You know how I was scoring
How'd
my
you score?
points? Cherry picking.
Really?
Yeah, I had to cherry pick.
That's
it was,
a shame.
That's how you know it's pathetic when you like so mad at yourself for missing the shot that you don't even run up the court, and then your team get a steal and they just throw it to you down the court. You just hit the little easy
Outlet.
Yeah, that's what I was doing.
Oh, yeah.
I did that like maybe 4 or 5 times yesterday.
Yeah.
But
I do that when I play, but it's mostly just out of fatigue. Where it's like, oh, no, I'm not running all the way up there. Good luck for that. If you can stop him 4-on-5, great. If not, I'll be down here. That's fine.
Well, the funny part is you can tell like a lot of people. So there's people that go consistently, and then there's people that come every now and again. And last night must have been a night where, people must have took a couple of weeks off because I wasn't the only one huffing and puffing. Mm-hmm. Everybody was out there kind of huffing and puffing. But what made it so frustrating is, like when you shoot the ball and it's lined up and it just don't fall. Like that's what it was happening. Like the shot was perfect. It just would not, it would bounce around the rim and then bounce out. Like, and I'm just like, what am I supposed to do?
That's because you have a Giannis game. You don't have a shooter's touch.
I guess.
Yeah, that must be it.
That might be what it was. Because like I say, the last time I was there, I put a performance on. Last night was not that night. But I have a friend that he's a shooter. Steph Curry is his favorite player, and he likes to play like Steph Curry. And the one game, I said, he was, a little chirping gets to going on. And
sure.
I was like, if I check you, like, you're not going to really score. And he was like, you ain't going to stop me. You ain't gonna stop.
And?
So I said, all right, this is what we going to do. I'm going to check you. I'm going to pick you up 94 feet. I'm going to give you the best defensive effort.
I can't that guy.
Yeah, I can't give you nothing. If I'm going to do this, if I'm going to take him out the game, I'm not going to be able to get down the court on offense and score. It's not going to happen. So I picked him up 94 feet. He tried to cross me up the court, lost the ball.
Oh.
Couldn't get past me.
Oh, no.
It was one of them. And I'm just like, what did you think was going to happen? Like, if I lock in, like, you're not going to score. I just be on some trying to catch my breath type thing in the middle of a game.
Good for you for not losing your edge. Because there's times if someone came to me and was like, you're not going to be able to stop me, I'd be like, you're correct. I'm trying not to die out here. So go right ahead. Get past me. That's fine. I don't care.
You can't trash talk me in a competitive setting. First of all, that's not good for you because I'm the king king of trash talk. So you're going to have to listen to me for the rest of the game. That's why you should just not say nothing to me, because once you get me going, it's not going to stop. That's one.
Mm-hmm.
Two, like, I still have a lot of athleticism. Like, sometimes you just be lazy.
Well, fine.
Yeah.
I also think you have a lot of athleticism compared to like guys at the Y.
You know what he said? You know what he said when I was checking him?
What?
He said, "Oh, I used to play wide receiver in high school," and I laughed.
Yeah,
I laughed.
You should be like, that's great. So did a lot of guys who could never play with me because I played in college and in the pros. So yeah, that's a whole nother thing. So we've got a lot to get to today. Rick Nash is going to join us at 8:30. We will talk some Jackets with him. They had a big win last night in Dallas. Good to see that. Before all that, Ask Tyvis Anything is coming up at 7:30. So we will talk with him. God, why did I say that?
Tyvis, he's here.
Tyvis.
Monday through Friday.
Yeah, we're going to talk
6
with
to
him.
9.
I was trying to think of the other thing that we had, which is the huddle, which I'm dumb, and I know that's coming up at 8. But yeah, Ask Tyvis Anything at 7:30. So get your questions in for Tyvis now. You can tweet them to us at BoneandTyvis971. And then the huddle with the NFL questions coming up at 8. All right. So I watched some of this Jackets game last night, checked in on it again this morning, and got caught up on it. Jackets go to Dallas and get a nice 5-1 win over the Stars. And the thing I liked most about this game from what I saw was, one, you got a great defensive effort from this team. Two, you got a bunch of points from everywhere. I don't think anybody on the Jackets maybe had more than 2 points in a game where you scored 5 goals, meaning everyone was involved. A lot of the assists were coming from different places. It wasn't just one player making everything happen. When the Jackets play like that, they can compete with and beat anybody in the NHL. It's just a consistency thing for them, but good to see that effort that they were giving and the goaltending get awarded with a victory last night because they deserved it.
You know what the best part about this is? For a couple of years, I think they were a little bit better last year. Before, about 2 years ago, one of the things that they struggled with was finishing games. They get to the third period and they lose. It was nice to see them put their foot on the gas in the last period to close this game out. I think that if they going to score 5 goals, I mean, that's that make you want to tune in to every game.
I mean, they got 4. They got
5 goals.
4 in the empty netter, but yeah, it was. And I mean, like, just everybody. Ken Johnson, for example, one thing they've talked about with him that when we talk to all the guys from the Jackets every week, who we've asked about that. I forget who brought it up last week. It might have been when we were talking with Jeff Savoda, but the discussion we were having was how Ken Johnson, skilled player.
Yeah.
But one of the goals that they got early in that game was because he held the puck on the boards, kept it in their zone, and then found someone to get it to, who then got it to Boone, and then Boone got it to Fantilli, I believe. It was Fantilli's first goal.
Yep.
And it's like that starts because you had a guy who, yes, he's talented, yes, he's got skill, but he did the grimy, gritty stuff that you also have to do to win in the NHL. So, like, seeing those moments, those are good signs. If you put those together more often, if you have more of that from Ken Johnson, then not just him, but I'm just giving him as an example, that's more of what this team needs.
You know what the sad thing is? Boone scores his goal, right? And it's like you can't celebrate because it's been so many goals this season that's got wiped off.
Yeah.
And I just knew that they was going like, oh, he kicked it in.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, when they let it stand, it was because he hit off the stick, then off his skate.
I was shocked.
They let it count. I was just like, whew. It's like scoring and then knowing that you go get a PI or a penalties on the play or something like that. So you can't even really celebrate until they say officially score.
Yeah.
So I personally didn't like the Blue Jackets' performance last night.
You are such a...
I loved it, Tyvis.
I was about to say, you lost your mind.
Yeah, don't worry. We have
I was going to cut his mic off.
You can. We can't cut his mic off.
I can cut your mic off.
He controls everything.
They killed many of power plays last night. In the first period, they killed a power play, immediately got on their own power play, and then scored on the power play. What's been the big gripe this year?
Yeah.
Special teams.
Yes.
Yeah.
They killed a penalty. They scored on a power play. They got off to a big lead. They held it. The goaltending was good. Everything that I had been critiquing this team on was not not a thing last night, and that's why I was critiquing on this, because I feel like this is what they're capable of, and this is what I wanted to see, and now we're starting to see it in the past 2 games.
Yeah, this is ultimately for this team. I keep saying, I don't know how long the goaltending is going to play like this. I mean, it's a long season, right? You're going to have your highs and your lows. Elvis has certainly hit that too. Shown his capability of having great moments and then having some duds, right? And Jack Greaves, as good as he has looked so far in his young career, he's going to have ups and downs. He's a young goaltender in the NHL, right? Possibly playing his entire first season in the NHL for the first time, where he's been like not a full-time starter, but up there getting, 40-plus games, hopefully, for him. Both those guys are going to have weeks where they don't look as sharp as they have to start this season. I'm glad to see the Jackets rewarding that performance with the offensive effort it deserves, with the special teams effort it deserves. All that coming together was good last night. So, yes, more of that, please. But Jackets just destroying Dallas in Dallas. Nice feeling there. Love to see that. So hopefully we get a little bit more of that from this Jackets team. And, should be good. We'll talk with Rick Nash about that coming up later in the show. Also, last night, I was excited about this. You were excited about this. That music playing hit so hard for me last night. I'm watching the NBA on NBC, and they played this like 100 times in the pregame, in the start of the game. They had the montage where they're asking Victor Wembanyama, what moments do you remember from the 90s in the NBA? And he just laughed. He's like, I was born in 2004 or whatever it was. A lot of these guys weren't even alive when this music was playing. But now, it's back, baby.
You know what? You enjoyed all that, and Dylan hated Michael Jordan's segment.
I did too.
Oh,
I did too.
Maybe we could talk about that.
Yeah,
we gotta go to break, because he did make me puke. I threw up.
Well, they teased this like Michael Jordan's going to be on the NBA coverage, and then it was him and Mike Tirico sitting somewhere where they taped this 2 months ago, and it's just, and they're not like, like if Michael Jordan was going to pop on from his house with a cigar and whatever he's drinking and just be like, yeah, here's what I saw in the first half, that would be awesome. But instead, what he's doing is like, I got to tell you, I haven't even played basketball in like many, many years. I haven't even picked up a basketball.
Yeah, when he said he didn't pick up a basketball, I'm like, you're so full of it, dude.
Lies.
And then he only talks.
He lies.
He only talks.
Danny DeVito.
He only talks to Mike Tirico or Ahmad Rashad, I feel like, when he comes out of the woodwork, and they're like, oh, Mr. Jordan, sir, it's such a pleasure to be at your house here and be able to talk to you. I know it's been so long since we've been graced with your presence. What makes you want to give back to the game, MJ? Thank you so much.
You're exactly right. Who needs it? Like, I don't. I don't need to hear Michael Jordan not talk about the game. I thought, other than that.
I thought that's what this whole thing was going to be about.
What it was like motivational moments with Michael. And it's like, oh, yeah, Michael, hey, what should I do on a 3-leg parlay when 2 of them are good and I have a third one running hot right now? Like, that's what we need to hear from Michael Jordan. But no, instead we're going to get.
If he going to do that, then he better put the sunglasses back on when he do that.
We're going to get eat your Wheaties and take your vitamins, which is the same Michael Jordan I had when I was a kid. I want the real Mike. I want the absolute dog Michael Jordan. I don't want any of that. I want real Michael Jordan.
Maybe this was just a warm-up.
Like gambling content, that would be great. I figured we weren't going to get that. But
anything humanizing,
I thought we were at least going to, get some in-studio breakdowns of the second greatest player of all time analyzing the game.
That'd be awesome.
But instead, we're just getting this puff interview piece that you said on Twitter that they're probably going to tape in large portions at a time and then play it on different nights.
I guarantee you they will show another clip of him this week or next week, next time the NBA on NBC is happening. They'll show a clip and it'll be the 2 of them in the exact same outfits from the same interview.
Yeah.
And that might last for like a month, and then they'll go shoot another one with him around Christmas time or something. And
that's
that's what I'm saying.
If they gonna do that, then don't even do it. Don't even.
But that was the basketball last night aside. The nostalgia part was just cool. Hearing that music was great. And I don't know. Do you guys have memories of that music at all? It's not really something you guys would have been old enough for, right? Because you were.
No, that music was playing in my toddler days.
Okay, yeah. I'm just telling you, for those of us of a certain age. It was just, I could have listened. I actually stopped what I was doing. I sat down on the couch. I locked in. I was like Chet Holmgren out there.
All right, let me lock in.
I just focused in on that.
I'm glad you
much.
did all that because Kevin Durant cost me last night.
Well, we'll talk about that in a second. And Nick Saban once again whining about something going on in college football. We'll do that next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Hey there, and welcome to your Wednesday. We are noticing a little bit of slowdowns for folks in New Albany this morning. Of course, it is happening on that 161 eastbound direction, just past 62, and over by Beach Road this morning. Got drive times reported at 26 miles per hour. Other than that, though, looking great around the metro. Still looking green on my time saver traffic map. No major crashes and major slowdowns to report as of right now. I'm 10 TV's Brina Albizu with your Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Behind the O. Buckeye fans, Behind the O is now in the App Store. Free for fans, NIL for athletes. Download the Behind the O app today.
Call the folks at Buckeye, night or day. My sinks gurgle, they barely drain. The toilet overflowed. I plunge all day with no luck. What's wrong with this commode?
Clogged drain, no problem. It's 93 or free. I'll clear any drain or you don't pay with a 1-year guarantee.
It's 93 or free. Guaranteed.
Call 614-683-9911. Call the folks at Buckeye, night or day.
Treat yourself to a new ride from Coughlin Chevrolet. Lease a new 26 Chevy Trailblazer or 25 Trax, $189 a month. New 26 Chevy Equinox, $239 a month. Or a new 26 Silverado, just $369 a month. Visit CoughlinChevrolet.com. Together, let's drive.
36-month lease with $39.99 due at signing, plus tax, title, and license. 10,000 miles per year, 25 cents per mile over. See dealer for details. Ends 10/31/25.
Hey there, friends. All of your favorite NBA players, well, good news. They're back. And DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA, is the place to bet on NBA stars this season. New customers, this one's for you. Bet just $5 and get 3 months of NBA League Pass. Never miss a game. Plus, score $300 if your bet wins. Paid in bonus bets. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code THEFAN971. That's code THEFAN971. Bet $5 and again, get 3 months of NBA League Pass, plus get $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus, Ohio only. Eligibility and restrictions apply. Bet must win to receive bonus bets, which expire in 7 days. Minimum odds required. NBA League Pass auto renews until canceled. Additional terms at dkng.co/audio. Limited time offer.
Give the gift everyone wants. Fun in your own game room. Billiards Plus has gifts for everyone. Pool tables, shuffleboard tables, card tables, grills, and more. With professional delivery and installation, you'll beat the last-minute scramble. Reserve yours now. Billiards Plus on Dublin Center Drive in Dublin.
Looking to get your roof or siding replaced this fall? Call the company that delivers an excellent customer experience every time. Newman Roofing. Don't wait. Call Newman Roofing today at 614-NEW-ROOF or visit online at newmanroofing.com.
He opens his toolbox before he opens his wallet and believes you can fix anything with 20 minutes and some pride. He's Mr. DIY. Then when he needs metal, he goes to Metal Supermarkets. Artists, hobbyists, machine shops, maintenance professionals, and welders all count on Metal Supermarkets for over 8,000 metal products, shapes, and grades. If it's metal, they've got it or can get it for you. Cut to any size and ready fast. Visit the family-owned franchise on North Wilson Road or Columbus at metalsupermarkets.com.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy real estate as is fast for cash. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family. I even buy my tenants won't pay me the rent houses. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
Help DEA keep our community safe and healthy by participating in National Prescription Drug Take-Back Day, Saturday, October 25th. Take action right in your own home by cleaning out your medicine cabinet of unneeded medications. Keep them safe, clean them out, take them back. Find a collection site near you at DEATakeback.com. Do your part to lower overdose deaths and prevent prescription drug misuse before it starts. That's DEATakeback.com.
Fan has a new tailgate destination. Join us before every home game at the O Patio and Pub on Lane.
Sponsored by your Central Ohio Ford dealers, Jameson Whiskey and Coors Light.
See you Saturday, friends. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Extra layers this morning. It is mostly cloudy and chilly. We have gusty winds, which adds the wind chill, and temperatures going to start off in the 30s to low 40s. As we go into the day today, we will struggle to get into the mid to low 50s, and with gusty winds, it will feel like we're in the 40s. Cloudy skies for us, maybe a stray shower or two. Otherwise, cloudy becoming partly cloudy overnight, with our lows in the mid to upper 30s to low 40s, but with the winds getting up to 15 miles per hour, could feel even colder than that. For the Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with a 10 weather impact forecast.
1, 2, 3. Here at the Fan is always football o'clock. Proud to be your home of the Buckeyes, Browns, and all the NFL games you can handle. The Fan. Tyvus has a bum wrist from playing football. Bone has a bum wrist from opening the heavy doors at Sheets. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvus.
6:45, we're going to play our favorite game called Tyvus Real or Fake Sonic Temple Band. I have Sonic Temple tickets to give you at 6:45. You can play along, and if you get it right,
I want to know.
If you get it right and call in, I should say, you can win. Not now, 6:45, but Tyvus will also play the game, and we'll find out if he's right or wrong. Yesterday, you guessed correctly that Pig Vomit was not a band playing at Sonic Temple, but Cattle Decapitation is, and you were right on that, so good job. My daughter also texted me during that segment yesterday because she was listening on the bus, and she said, Cattle Decapitation in a text. And I said, okay. And then she replied and said, I got it right. Can I win tickets? I said, no, you're related to me. You can't win tickets. And also, this is not the proper way to win. You don't text your dad. And I'm just like, oh, yeah. My daughter texted me. No.
Is this the one you took last year to Sonic Temple?
Yes. Well, we took the older two, and they both enjoyed it. But Viv was the one who was like, I'll be in the mosh pit. My middle one, Ava, the cheerleader, she was like, this is cool. Let's go watch it from the back. Like, let's stay out of the mosh pit. Viv was like, give me some spikes, and I want to get in there. So, yeah, we're going to hopefully get them back out there this year.
Isn't that how most people find their fortune, is by asking their father for stuff in today's day and age? That's how the real world works. That's now. Right. You're not teaching her valuable lessons.
I feel like we didn't know this when we named the kids, but they're at Target. Isn't there a line of clothing called Ava and Viv? That's our oldest two daughters. I think there is a line of clothing called Ava and Viv. Anyway, that's going to be a new show coming to this radio station. We're going to do nepotism here at the Fan. Works so well everywhere else. All right. So, Tyvus, you said you almost won some money last night on an NBA thing.
Yeah.
Who cost you?
I don't want to hear Dylan's mouth, but
you bet a parlay and lost. Ooh, what a surprise.
Dylan, you need to hear this parlay he cooked up.
Kevin Durant cost me.
How many legs were on this parlay?
Let me pull it up for you.
No,
here we go.
He was telling me about it because the Rockets played the Thunder last night in game 1 of the NBA, and the Rockets lost in double overtime to the Thunder. It was an epic game. Ring ceremony game, all that stuff.
This man had 6 quarters to do all this, and
Kevin
still
Durant
couldn't do it. That's sad. So I had a 14-leg parlay.
Oh my gosh!
Used a 50% profit boost, so we're talking plus 9,100 odds, right?
He would have won $450 because he bet.
Because I bet $5.
Yeah, he put $5 on it.
On this parlay, I had OKC on the money line, Shea to get 25, Kevin Durant to score 20, Kevin Durant to make 2 threes, which that's where he didn't get it, Sangoon to get 10 points, Chet to get 10 points, Steven Adams to get 4 boards, Kevin Durant 4 boards, Kevin Durant 2 assists, Sangoon 4 assists, Sangoon 8 boards, Hartenstein 8 boards, Lou Dort under 9 or under 10 points, and Golden State on the money line. I hit everything but Kevin Durant's 2 made threes.
So most people out there are also terrible gamblers, so they love that you cooked that up and missed it by 1 leg. But the difference between you missing that by 1 leg and someone who cooked up a 14-legger last night and missed every leg, nothing.
Yeah,
nothing.
Both ended up with nothing. You're right.
You're both losers. What's the point?
This is the motivational gambling speech that I need to hear because I actually the last few weeks have started to cook up a parlay and said, hold on a second. What would Dylan do? That's the wristband I wear now, unlike the one I wore in high school. I now wear, what would Dylan gamble? That's what I wear. And I don't bet the parlays. I bet singles, and I've been doing better. Last night, I took the Rockets just plus 6.5. Easy money.
Nice.
Perfect. They were right in there.
There you go.
That's all I did. I didn't go looking for, I don't know, anybody else getting anything on that line. I was just simply looking for a win, and I got a win last night.
Right, and
so
now
it
you
felt
can
good.
cash out and get some Taco Bell.
That's
You
right.
got some lunch
Trust me,
money
don't
right
worry.
there.
I am going to do that.
But I feel like I've learned to accept that with parlays, people aren't really chasing the money; they're chasing a feeling.
Oh, it is that, because if I go bet the boring line like that, like what did I win yesterday? I bet like $10 and I won like $9.
Right.
So, which is fine. Like I got $19 now as opposed to $10. But I'm saying,
that's a waste of time.
it was a waste of time. The $0 you won.
No,
no, because sometimes Dylan, the journey is a part of it.
Because what it tells me is, honestly, I'm on the right track.
You had almost everything right. You almost nailed all of those. And you just bet all those
It
as
means that I'm
singles.
coming in hot. The Cavs play tonight. Guess what? I'm going to probably hit today.
What betting service did you use to make that parlay?
This was on FanDuel.
FanDuel also wants you to think that you're on the right track.
I'm telling you.
That's what they do.
When I come in here tomorrow, I'm going to be like, I hit the Cavs parlay.
Okay, great. Good luck with that. Nick Saban is once again whining about something going on in college football. He is very upset by the large number of coaches that are getting fired mid-season. He said, you know what? I'm not surprised because everybody's raising money to pay players. So the people that are giving them money, they think they have a voice. They're just like a bunch of fans. So when they get frustrated and disappointed, they put pressure on the athletic directors to take action. And it's the way of the world. Oh, the way of the world. Nick, I don't know if you know this. Boosters have run college football since you were in college football. I don't know why you think this is news. Now it's all more out in the open. But beforehand, you could command a booster through your network of bagmen to give a kid's mom and dad a washer and dryer, and that was all it took to get them to come play for you. Now it's a little more complicated than that. But yes, the boosters run college football. And if the boosters didn't like Nick Saban back in the mid-2000s, they would have run him out of town. They liked that he won. Boosters have always run college football, though, to some degree, haven't they?
I don't like that Nick made this statement.
He turns it immediately to the players, which it's like...
because that right there...
How is it the players' fault?
The first sentence, I'm not surprised because everybody's raising money to pay players. Stop right there. So you jealous. That's why you...
Absolutely
So that's why you retired.
Yeah.
That's what it was, huh?
Well,
so you mad that the players is getting paid now because you wanted to just make sure you get $100 million and the players get zero. So now that the players is making more than you.
And most of them aren't. Like, how many guys are making more than, like, what Kurt Cignetti's getting at Indiana?
Nobody.
Is any player getting more than Kurt Cignetti's going to get next year?
Paid like $4 million or something? I think it's the guy from that went to Duke. Mensa.
Yeah, their quarterback there. All I know is with this whole idea of, like, the boosters are running college football because now everybody's trying to pay the players, then that would be an argument as to why they wouldn't fire coaches, right? Because if all the money's going to the players,
we can't afford to pay another one and then pay this one.
They just gave James Franklin a $50 million buyout at Penn State. What are we even talking about with, the players is where all the money's going? No, the actual issue and why they're looking at private equity is because every 2 or 3 years, they got to go buy out a coach for $20, $30 million. That is the new way of the world. And yeah, they spend 20 or 30 million, some of the good schools, on their roster every year. But that to me is called, like, again, if you ran McDonald's and you were like, we pay the manager $1 billion a year for this McDonald's. We don't pay the workers anything, though. And one day the government came in and said, hey, you're going to have to start paying the workers now. It wouldn't be the fact that the workers are getting paid that's costing you problems. It's the fact you pay your management way too much money. That's where college football should be looking, although I don't know how they'll fix that because all it takes is one school to say, we'll give him $10 million, and then your coach leaves. And so to prevent that, you got to go pay him $10 million too. I understand that problem, but let's not act like it's NIL that's causing this. It's the coaches' salaries that are as much to blame as anything for the cost of running a college football team.
They don't want to take. Nick is very old school. He liked the good old days.
Oh, I know.
Where he bring the recruit. Didn't they say he used to bring recruits to his house and his wife cook a dinner?
Oh, sure. They do stuff like that.
And now they saying they come to the dinner and say, well, how much you paying me?
Yes. Go figure. That's what you do. Does Nick Saban, when he was looking for his millions of jobs he took before he got to Alabama, was he sitting there going, well, I just hope the chicken's good when I go to the owner's wife's house? No, you saying I hope that you pay me the money that I want.
Show me the money.
Exactly. So hypocritical.
See, in that day, they used to just take him down to Toyota of Tuscaloosa and get him a car, but now that's not good enough anymore.
Yeah, Nick Saban, by the way, decrying the money in college sports. If you go to the South, you will see multiple Mercedes dealerships with Nick Saban's name on it because he owns them. That's how much money that man has. So stop telling me the players are getting too much money. You got plenty of money. Just be happy you got that. Jake Diebler got himself a huge recruiting win for Ohio State basketball. We'll talk about that in 2 minutes. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Well, for folks in Westerville, do pay attention here. We are having a ramp closure starting tonight. It's going to be on the 270 eastbound ramp to 71 southbound in that direction, starting at 11 p.m. and lasting till tomorrow at 5 in the morning. As for the detour, take 270 eastbound over to Cleveland Avenue instead. Get off at that exit, loop back on at 270 westbound, and that'll get you back to where you want to go, southbound on 71. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Wouldn't it be nice if you could dump all your problems on someone else's back? Well, when you wake up to a clogged drain or a plumbing issue, make that Mr. Rooter's problem.
Call 855-MISTERS today or MrRooter.com.
Call Mr. Rooter. He'll be there quick.
Do you feel the nip in the air? Oh, baby, people think summer's driving season. They're wrong. You spend more time in your car this time of year taking your dirty, annoying kids to dirty, annoying things. Go see my friends at Germain Lexus. They have special rates as low as 4.49% on their most popular models, including the 2026 TX350. Lease a 2026 NX for as low as $449 per month. And if new isn't your thing, they have plenty of L's certified inventory on the lot. Stop in and see them. Germain Lexus of Dublin and Easton, GermainLexus.com.
Timmy Hall and AI Common Man here for Hollywood Casino Columbus and the ESPN Bet Sportsbook.
This ain't one of them, Timmy.
It's not the show, it's a spot. All October, we're watching our football team on Saturdays and the tailgate buffet.
Ooh, Mikey likey. Plus, they've got the 3 apps for $12 deal, and you can beat the crowds and reserve a table.
Yes, do that at HollywoodColumbus.com. And we got a special offer this month. Become a new member of our rewards program on the ESPN Penn Play app and get a $20 dining credit.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
College is great. You know what else is great? Pizza, which you can buy with your Huntington Bank debit card with the Ohio State University logo. Huntington Bank is proud to be the official consumer bank of the Ohio State University. Let's get more from money. Switch to Huntington Bank. Welcome.
T-Bone and Tyvis is presented by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Sign up today at awaken180weightloss.com.
Tyvis played in some of the biggest stadiums in the world. T-Bone has eaten some of the biggest pizzas in the world. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Jackets with a huge win last night in Dallas. Nice to see. They get the 5-1 victory. Elvis looked good. Power play scored 2 goals. Defense was just doing everything right. Everybody was playing their part, and that's how the Jackets, we want them to look. So that was good to see. We will talk with Rick Nash about that and other things Jackets related coming up at 8:30. Meanwhile, I saw this yesterday, and, I don't get excited for a lot of stuff that's off the court when it comes to Ohio State basketball because, quite frankly, I don't care what people say. I don't care what I get told by the local media here. I don't care how many people want to carry the water for this program and tell me every offseason, hey, this is the year. Actually, I think what they did this offseason is going to really work. I don't care. Show me. Make it happen. It's been too many years in a row where we haven't made the NCAA tournament, so I don't get too excited about a lot of offseason stuff with the Ohio State men's basketball program. However, there are exceptions to that rule for me. One of them is when you tell me you land a 5-star forward from the state of Ohio, Anthony Thompson, number 8 overall prospect in the 2026 class, has committed to the Ohio State University. Small forward. He has a composite grade that is almost perfect in 24/7's, rankings. He is the 4th highest rated prospect the Buckeyes have landed since the year 2000, according to the 24/7 composite. The only ones who were higher rated than him were some guy named Jared Sullinger, good. Some guy named Greg Oden, good. And then some guy named B.J. Mullins, who let's just pretend that didn't happen. But still, that's really good.
D'Angelo Russell wasn't a top 5.
He was a 5-star guy, but he wasn't rated as highly in their composite ranking as this guy is. But yeah, he was actually, D'Lo was the last 5-star that this program recruited 14 years ago, which is sad to say that that's the reality, but it is. But yeah, I am thrilled to see them get this dude. He's 6'8", 205, left-handed, can pretty much from all the scouting reports out there on him, can score from anywhere on the floor. He can hit threes, he can hit pull-ups, he doesn't need a ton of separation to get his shot off. Like this is a 3-level scorer who it sounds like can be very dynamic in college basketball. So good to see for Jake Diebler. Great to see.
I mean, don't get me wrong. We had that stint with Malachi Branham, and then Bryce.
Yeah, Bryce Sensabaugh.
Both of them went first round, and it was like, okay, those two young guys there. I think they both one and dones.
Yes,
yes, I believe you're right.
Because I'm huge on if those guys come back, which I don't know. You can argue whether they should or shouldn't. Totally changes the course of this program, but they didn't.
Yeah, but also
you one of them people. You a little upset that they left.
I'm not upset. I'm just saying, like, it's not like they were like bona fide first round picks. Like, there's reason to argue.
Win in the first round, but they weren't lottery picks.
Exactly. For them, obviously, if it's about financially setting yourself up for the future, more power to you. They made the right choice. But if they want, there's arguments to be made that they could have came back, solidified their game a little bit more, than maybe went more towards the top of the first round.
That's a tough call, though, because as well as I do in the NBA.
It's hard. I ain't gonna lie.
You see first round too, but like you guys know as well as I do that, especially in the NBA, you can almost not have a game that translates at the college level, and they will say, we don't care. Do you see this measurable, that measurable, and this one specific skill set that we care about for that height and weight? If that guy who's that height and weight and that athletic can do this thing, we can use him in the NBA. And sometimes you look at guys and you're like, really? They think that guy's going to be good in the NBA? I don't get it. And then they go to the NBA and you say, oh, man, he works perfectly in their offense. He does everything right. Other guys where you're like, this guy was a killer in college. How could anybody pass on this guy? Then he gets to the NBA and it's like, sorry, his arms are 3 inches too short for the position he plays. Everyone blocks his shot. He just sucks. And you're like, that's just how the NBA is. So I do understand those guys. If they're hearing your first-round talent, come back and do what? Just let them think maybe he's not a first-round talent is also a possibility. So I get if they're getting those type of grades, go for it. I don't blame them. But these are the problems I want to have at Ohio State. I want to have the problem of, man, they want our guys to go to the draft after 1 year. That would be nice. That's what this team needs more of, not just one. But yeah, for sure, if this guy Anthony Thompson is like they're saying he is, then he's probably a one-and-done guy. Great. Let's get more of those guys, right? That's the thing. And so that's the sign that I'm hopeful for, because
I think we got that gave us like the number 3.
I think it depends what service you're looking at, but top 5 in any, or top 10 in any service that you look at, because they also already have 2 4-star commits. And you mentioned that D'Angelo Russell class. Hold on, I need to pull up the other 2. Keita Bates-Diop and Jayshawn Tate. This is the class that they're comparing it to. The one that had those 2 and D'Angelo.
Yeah.
Like that was a solid recruiting class that I guess it didn't pan out in team success. The following year was good. The first year, or the only year of D'Lo.
Right. No, when D'Lo came, they went on that year. I remember being so frustrated watching that year because our standards had gotten so high.
Yeah.
But which is good. We should be there. But that D'Angelo Russell year, he was so good, and he would do so many things with the basketball. And I remember watching so many guys who played with him, I almost said idiots, but guys who played with him, that he would throw the basketball to, and they would just lose it out of bounds because he would make a tremendous pass that no one saw coming. He would have an awesome game, and the Buckeyes would lose by 4 because they just couldn't get a bucket from almost anywhere else. That team still made the round of 32, if I'm not mistaken. I think they won their first round game, lost, and didn't make it out of the to the Sweet 16, but they made the tournament and won their first game. So I want to get back to where that's a regular occurrence, where that's almost a disappointing year.
It was.
I know it was.
In the moment, Buckeye fans were disappointed with that because the standards had been set so high, and it's only gone downhill from there, really. So, like you said, hopefully maybe this year we get to that point, and then in the years following, we maybe get back to the, Greg Oden's years and the Sullinger years and that type of Buckeye basketball.
Of course. I know that I have gotten a reputation for being a Jake Diebler hater. I definitely am not a Jake Diebler hater. I am someone.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not. I think what happens around here is we have a lot of people in the local media, especially when it comes to Buckeye basketball, but they do it with Buckeye football too, where some people need to remember that they are journalists and not writing Lord of the Rings or Harry Potter. Some people like to do the lore more than they like to do the actual journalism and the actual work. And the thing that bugs me sometimes when we talk about like this program is, oh my gosh, you can't expect 5 stars to want to come here. Not when there's North Carolina and Kansas and Duke. And what are you going to do?
Show them the money. That's
you know what schools were in on this guy? All of them. North Carolina, Indiana was in on him. Now, they're not what they used to be, but it's still Indiana, and he's from this region. That's a big draw for a lot of people still.
Yeah.
Texas was in on him.
Kentucky.
Yes, all these programs wanted this dude. He picked Ohio State. And I saw there was an Indiana fan who got in my mentions yesterday. He said, because I was like, this is awesome. And this guy got in my mentions was like, you know this was about money. I don't care.
Great. Are you serious?
Great. That's what I want for this program. That's what I want.
Yes.
Put the money's there. The money's there. So spend it on basketball players and get them to play here.
You gotta be kidding me.
It's so dumb.
That's what he said.
Yeah, because he's like, if this was just about blue blood, go to the right program, it'd be about Indiana. He'd get developed here. And it's like, oh, maybe. I just know where the money is.
You let him know that you tell him that I beat him in Bison.
No, I didn't. I should have brought that up. But look,
like Tyvus just beat him in Bison.
Here's what I want to say though. With Jake Diebler, this is a good step. This is what you need to do. This is what this program should be. I am happy to see this. This is a positive bit of momentum that I was not expecting. This dude is he's an Adidas guy. He is not a Nike guy. So they got that flip as well when it comes to basketball. That's kind of important.
So when he play, he gonna wear Adidas?
No. I'm saying like he's been with an Adidas sponsored team, and usually those guys tend to go towards Adidas schools. Same thing for the Nike guys who play in all the Nike camps. They tend to go to Nike schools. This is something that I heard was a hindrance for Ohio State. Can't get an Adidas guy to come to Ohio State because we're a Nike school.
They missed out on the one dude.
Well, that was the logic.
Allegedly.
That was the logic. But
I know who you're talking about.
He went to Kansas, right?
Yeah.
I know. I can't remember his name off the top of my head either. But yeah, like a talented Ohio State or Ohio high school basketball player who was in that same boat. Here's the good news. It doesn't matter if the NIL dollars are there. And guess what? Nike pays as much as Adidas. So, you know what? At some point, these guys are 16, 17 years old when they make these decisions. They can easily flip on that just like they flip on a commitment. So I'm glad that this guy is going to come here, hopefully, and he's going to star for Ohio State. That's awesome. We need more of that. And we need those guys when they get here to develop into something that can win college basketball games. So that's the next part of this for Diebler, but absolutely a great sign that you're getting someone like this to come here. That's all I want is this program to be considered like a top 10 program, like it has the potential to be, but you got a long way to go before we get there.
Darren Peterson is who Tyvus was referring to.
Darren Peterson.
He was
exactly
from
right.
Canton, and he went to Kansas, and a lot of people think it's because he was an Adidas guy.
Tyvus, that's where I talk about the lore versus the journalism, is because there are people who throw that out there like, oh, you can't blame Ohio State for missing on that guy. He was an Adidas guy. Well, now that lore's kind of blown up, isn't it? Now that little storyline's blown up. This guy is an Adidas guy too, and he came to Ohio State because the pitch was better. You had a reason for him to come here. Good. And the money was right, of course. There's that too, but that's Ohio State, baby. That's what we should be doing.
I'm trying to figure out, like, is it ever going to come a time where if the kid is sponsored by Adidas, would they let them wear like Adidas shoes, but like still have to wear like
it could just
Nike
be as simple like it could just be as simple as now you're with Nike and it's like, oh sweet, and Nike's like, hey, go ahead.
Smith with Adidas?
Yes, he is, and I don't think he wears Adidas on the field. Or like Cooper Flagg had his New Balance deal while he was with Duke, but Duke's a Nike school. He was wearing Nikes.
It doesn't matter.
I don't understand what. Never mind.
Michael Jordan wore a Reebok like tracksuit when he won a gold medal with the Dream Team.
He covered it up.
He covered it up, but he didn't take it off, is what I'm saying. Like, he still wore it. I'm just saying, if they can make Michael Jordan wear a Reebok tracksuit, they could damn well make a high school kid wear some Nikes for a year or two until he goes and gets to the league. That's fine. It shouldn't stop you from getting top recruits, and I'm glad it didn't here. All right, I have got Sonic Temple tickets to give away. We'll play our game, Sonic Temple Band or Thing I Made Up with Tyvus next, and more international football is coming your way. T-Bone and Tyvus on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
We are noticing our first crash of our Wednesday morning, and it's happening for folks in New Albany. You are taking the top price right now. It's really on that 62 ramp as soon as you're getting off of 161 in that eastbound direction. According to ODOT, it says it's blocked right there. There is no closure associated with this, just a little restricted. We do have crews on scene, so do be mindful out there. Your roads definitely a lot busier to kick off your Wednesday morning commute. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Columbus Aesthetic and Plastic Surgery. Visit experiencecaps.com today and use code TIVUSCAPS for $1,000 off a NeoGraft treatment.
Care Heating and Cooling. Honest technicians, honest pricing. Call 1-800-COOLING.
At Giant Eagle, we're helping bring the holiday magic home. Because your get-togethers bring everyone together. Because you make the holidays feel like the holidays. Because nothing beats free. From October 16th to November 6th, spend $350 and earn a free turkey on your next visit. Redeem through November 30th. Giant Eagle. Because it matters. Must scan My Perks loyalty card to earn and redeem. Restrictions apply. Visit gianteagle.com for details.
This is Ryan Krieger, and at Krieger Ford, we know life's busy. Let us handle your car care. Enjoy our convenient pickup and delivery service, or have our technicians come to you with our mobile service van. It's fast, easy, and hassle-free. Schedule your appointment today, only at KriegerFord.com.
The number one problem we see at our clinic is delaying treatment. ED and low T can get worse.
Book your appointment right now. Call 614-300-7400. Prefer privacy? Book online in under 30 seconds at columbusmensclinic.com.
At our clinics, men's sexual health is the whole job. Look, I'm a normal guy too. I hate going to the doctor, but we've helped so many guys in here just like you. Even if pills have failed, our medical team is going to take the time to talk you through it. Same day in-house lab, and the treatments, well, they could change your life.
Your local medical team has your back. ED, low T, Peyronie's, size, and shape modeling. We tailor what works for you.
I'll get to the point. Can you imagine epic workouts and epic sex? Yeah, I said it.
A stronger you is closer than you think. We're available right now. Call 614-300-7400 or book in 30 seconds or less at columbusmensclinic.com. Columbus Men's Clinic. Making it happen.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone here for Window Nation. We have had some good weather over this fall. It's been mostly warm, but sooner or later, it's going to get cold. Maybe you're already starting to feel it in your house because your old drafty windows are letting in that air. Could be the builder grade windows that just came with your house. You thought you were getting great windows. Turns out they weren't as good as you thought. That's where Window Nation can help. This month, you can buy 2 windows and you'll get 2 more for free. There is no limit to how many windows you replace. Plus, your total price includes 1-day installation. Window Nation also has a deal where you don't have to make any payments for 2 years. Is that going to help out with your holiday bills a little bit? I would think so. And above and beyond all that, Window Nation also is giving away tickets to an Ohio State football game when you upgrade your home with Window Nation windows. Free windows, 0 payments for 2 years, all with Window Nation. Go to windownation.com. The estimate is free, the windows are great, and you can get Ohio State tickets. What's not to love? Go to windownation.com today. Once again, that's windownation.com.
In the spirit of Halloween, ooh, spooky, Awaken 180 is offering free consultation all month long. Find out how scary fast you'll lose the weight for free. Call 844-346-1800.
Bet365 is paying out before the final whistle. Check out Bet365's unrivaled early payout offer. When you bet on a team to win and they take a 17-point lead, you get paid no matter the final score.
Forget the final whistle and start counting that cash. Hold up, you get early payout on parlays too. Download the app and see why it's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio. Terms and conditions apply. An app only.
Buckeye fans, it's here. Behind the O, the free app with exclusive athlete-driven Ohio State content. Every click helps NAL for your favorite Buckeyes at no cost to you. Download Behind the O today and get closer to the Buckeyes than ever before.
Free to you, NIL for them. Behind the O. Download now.
Common Man and Timmy.
You're in a chat discussing this show. You're all weird. I say that in the best possible way. You're all weird.
Common Man and Timmy Afternoons on the Fan is sponsored by Hinderer Motorsports. The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Patriot Air Comfort Systems and Bryant, doing whatever it takes to keep your home comfortable. The Fan.
Two men who both know the value of a good hat.
Your ball!
This is Bone and Tyvis.
Tweet the program at Bone and Tyvis 971. That is useful because Ask Tyvis Anything is coming up at 7:30. So you can tweet us your questions now there at Bone and Tyvis 971. Or you can hop in the YouTube chat. Go to YouTube, search 971 The Fan, click on T-Bone and Tyvis, and put your questions in there. Rusty's in the chat. As per usual, always good to see him in there. Iron is in there today.
It's not good to see him.
Rusty's great. Heron is in there. Of course, Heron has to put the number of days since Ohio State beat Michigan, which is depressing. But thank you, Heron, for being there. And he also had something to say about Dusty May. Hey, you know what? Dusty May got it done in the regular season and more specifically got his team to the Big Ten tourney where they won everything and got to the NCAA tournament. Great for him. But I hope that Jake Diebler this year can change that narrative. I'd love to see that happen. All right, I've got Sonic Temple tickets to give away. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to name two bands, Tyvis. One of them is real. One is one that I made up. One of them is playing at Sonic Temple, which is Thursday, May 14th through Sunday, May 17th at Historic Crew Stadium. My Chemical Romance will be there. Bring Me the Horizon will be there. Plus, over 100 more bands still to be announced. You can get 2 weekend passes is what we're giving away today to the Sonic Temple Art and Music Festival. But for more info, if you don't win these passes, sonictemplefestival.com. Here's the game. 614-821-9710 is the number. Which of these bands is real? One of them is playing at Sonic Temple. Cradle of Filth or Gut Bucket?
What's the real one?
Which one's the real one? Cradle of Filth or Gut Bucket?
Cradle of Filth.
He's 2 for 2, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. There you go. He got it right. He got it right. Look at that.
Yes! Oh, I'm ready.
Yeah, he's happy about
we
that.
We are so moshing this year, Dylan.
You're moshing with T-Bone. Someone has to video.
No, that's going to be me. Well, then guess how you do that? You have to be in the mosh pit with us. That's all
true.
I'm saying. Yeah,
that's very true.
Exactly right. So, Cradle of Filth, one of the extreme metal bands that will be there at Sonic Temple, founded in Suffolk, England in 1991. Let them live. They've been around for a while. There you go. Sonic Temple happening in May. Good luck. More tickets to come. We will give more away tomorrow on the show. So, do you like the international games, Tyvis? Are you excited the NFL plays all these international games?
I don't have an issue with it.
Okay.
Well, you ever play in one?
No, like go to Europe?
Yeah.
No, closest I ever, the furthest I ever went away was Hawaii.
Oh, for the, that was for training camp with the Cowboys. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
That's I was supposed to go to the international game when I got with the Browns in 2017. They were playing, I don't remember where they were playing, but it was somewhere where you needed a passport. I got cut, so there you go.
Oh, I thought you were going to say like the weight limit on the plane and you were too fat, so they said you can't get on the plane.
Man woke up and chose violence.
He
sure did. He sure did.
Because, you had been cut for weight issues before, so I thought that maybe that was the case.
Yeah. Tyler? Why am I saying Tyler? I don't know what I'm talking about. I was going to say Dylan, and then I went Dylan Tire, and then I called you Tire. I don't know what I'm going to stop. The NFL is hoping to add 2 more international games in 2026, according to league officials. So there is a rumor out there that Saudi Arabia could be in play for an international game for the NFL. According to this report by Ben Fisher of the Sports Business Journal, Saudi Arabia has expressed interest. It doesn't sound like the NFL is going to do that next year, but Saudi Arabia has been trying to make inroads with college football through the private equity investments, right? They are trying to gain some control of these conferences, have a footprint in the college football game. They are also trying to buy into the NFL in some way, not necessarily as a primary owner of any of these teams, but what they would like to do is be a business partner of the NFL. They would like to eventually, I think, own percentages of many NFL teams, the Saudi Arabia private investment or public investment fund, and they would also like to host NFL games in Saudi Arabia, much like they've done with Live Golf. So he says that's not necessarily likely, but Roger Goodell has already confirmed there's a game in Australia in 2026. They are going to go to Mexico City as well for the first time since 2022. They also have a bunch of games in London already scheduled. So we're getting to a point where they're probably going to max out the number of international games for next year, which I believe is 8 or 9 that they can do. This year, I believe they have 7. So we're going to get more of these, Tyvis, and it may be eventually that they're in Saudi Arabia.
It's inevitable that they're going to get in bed with Saudi Arabia. I think that they just throw too much money for them not to be like, I got to take that.
The public investment fund for Saudi Arabia is somewhere north of $700 billion that they have at their disposal. And I'm sure that number keeps growing with various investments they've made, right? But like they did Live Golf in part to say we want to be a challenger to the PGA. And what ended up happening supposedly with that is the PGA and Live are in some form of working relationship now that hasn't really ever come to fruition, but they've been in negotiations for that for a couple of years. I feel like that's what it is with the NFL that they want to do. They want to start with an international game and then eventually work it into more of a partnership where they end up making money off the NFL. So
that's what they essentially did with WWE. They had their own thing, and now they're getting a WrestleMania, and people are up in arms about it. And I'm like, well, were you planning on going to WrestleMania that year? No. Then why do you care? But, I mean, that's besides the point. Saudi Arabia, a lot of money for them. You know what? You know the only thing I care about when it comes to these games? What time are you going to be playing these games? And if it's in the morning, give it to me.
Yeah,
I want my NFL to start at 9:30, not 1 o'clock.
I like morning football.
I feel like it's just only so many windows. It's like college. Like
no, but I don't mind
we need to move it into the morning.
It's not going to move. I feel like it might. If anything, it's going to be like one of them 10 o'clockers.
That's fine.
I like having a morning game, and then a bunch of 1 o'clocks, and then a few good 4:25 games, and then one Sunday night game. That's a full. That's. But perfect.
I feel like this one would be like the after party.
You think it's going to be like 10 p.m.?
Yeah.
Well, there's 6 hours ahead of us as well.
They're not much different than most of Europe. It would probably be similar to that. All right, we'll come back. We got confirmation yesterday that I was completely right about something, and I'm going to take a victory lap. It involves Ohio State. We'll do that next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
In South Columbus, we are noticing another crash. This time around, it's happening just east of Commercial Point. A crash on 23, that northbound direction as you're heading towards the city, just by Duval Road this morning. Expect some lane closures out there. According to our traffic cams, definitely noticing some major backups this morning. So do be mindful. 23 northbound over by Duval Road, just a little restricted out there. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your Fan traffic.
Enjoy rates lower than the national average, plus special rates on balance transfers with a Visa Platinum or Visa with Rewards credit card from BMI Federal Credit Union. Apply today at bmifcu.org/visa.
More than a few of our patients have talked to me about their first time, but it's not the first time you're probably thinking about. It's the first time that erectile dysfunction ruined the moment. This is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health, and if you're over 50, it's likely that you've had that first time yourself. But the good news is that if you're like most men, that first time can be the last time that ED impacts your sex life. At Tri-State Men's Health, we're experts in treating ED. We've treated tens of thousands of men using protocols with success rates well over 90%. And those treatments have, in most cases, made sex great again for both them and their partners. You could even find that you're performing like you haven't in years. So if ED has been affecting your intimacy, it's time to make the last time that happens the last time that happens. For just $99, you'll receive blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com. We have 6 offices in the tri-state area to serve you.
There was never a doubt. The defending champion with a successful title defense at the Memorial Tournament presented by Workday.
Commemorate the magic of the season and the 50th anniversary of the Memorial Tournament presented by Workday. Tickets are now on sale for the 2026 tournament. When you purchase by November 14th, you will receive a special edition ornament and enjoy best pricing. Visit memorialtickets.com for more details.
Game day glory starts here, Columbus. The 2025 Polestar 3 long-range dual motor is built to win, delivering Scandinavian luxury, cutting-edge design, and up to 350 miles of range. Right now, lease yours for $699 a month for 36 months with zero due-it signing. Visit Polestar Columbus on the Buyers Imports campus by the airport, the only place in Ohio where you can see, feel, and drive the difference. Monthly lease payment of $699 per month for 36 months. Offer expires November 2nd, 2025. See dealer for details or visit polestaroffers.com.
Take action with Logan Services now and do not miss out on tax credits up to $3,200 ending soon. Receive additional savings up to $3,000 and get next day installation. Logan Services.
Feeling stuck on your own 10-yard line in the career game? Maybe it's time to just go for IT. My Computer Career has the game plan to score a rewarding new IT career in months. Whether you're a rookie, a breakout career changer, or a military veteran ready to serve. Why spend years chasing a college degree when you can fast track your future in IT starting now? Take your mark, get set, go for IT. Take the free career evaluation at mycomputercareer.edu today. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
If you love losing big money, then boy do we have the promo code for you. Enter code BIGBEAUTIFULBILL to unlock these awesome offers. You can buy a car for even more money than before, or watch your heat and electric bills skyrocket. It's exclusive for everyone, thanks to Trump's Big Beautiful Bill, which our Senator John Huston supported. So use promo code BIGBEAUTIFULBILL. Sit back and crack open a cold one, but just one, because that's all you can afford. Paid for by NRDC Action Fund.
Finally, fall is here. The leaves are changing, the air is crisp, and the cooler temperatures are a welcome relief. But as those temperatures continue to drop, it's also a reminder that winter is just around the corner. We know it might feel a little early to start talking about freezing temperatures and snow, but now is the perfect time to make sure your roof is ready. Before the winter weather hits, wouldn't you like the peace of mind that your home is protected? If you're unsure about the condition of your roof or just want to be prepared for the months ahead, call the professionals you can trust at Newman Roofing. With over 30 years in business and 3 generations of Newmans in the roofing industry, we're dedicated to educating you about your roof so you understand exactly what's happening. We believe that an informed homeowner can make the very best decision for their needs. Give us at Newman Roofing a call today at 614-NEW-ROOF. That's 614-NEW-ROOF, or visit us online at newmanroofing.com. Let Newman Roofing help you prepare for winter the right way.
Bobby Carpenter here for Germain Toyota. Swing by Germain Toyota and ask for Marcello and discover unbeatable deals and a wide selection of new and certified pre-owned Toyota vehicles. Visit them at germaintoyota.net. Germain Toyota on the corner of I-70 and Bryce Road.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know you love working weekends. If it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus.
Good morning, I'm Dylan Gonzalez. The Columbus Blue Jackets were in Dallas last night taking on the Stars. Jackets captain Boone Jenner had an assist and a power play goal in the first period, and the Jackets went on to beat the Stars 5-1. The basketball Buckeyes landed a big-time recruit in Ohio's very own Anthony Thompson. Thompson is a 5-star recruit and chose Ohio State over the likes of Indiana and Texas. Thompson is OSU's highest-rated recruit since 2014. And finally, we had 2 NBA games last night, the first being an overtime thriller between the Houston Rockets and the Oklahoma City Thunder. OKC ended up winning that one in double overtime by a final score of 25-24. And in the latter matchup, the Golden State Warriors beat the LA Lakers 119-109. This update was sponsored by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. In the spirit of Halloween, Awaken 180 is offering free consultations all month long. Call 844-346-1800.
Tyvus is drinking a protein shake for breakfast. T-Bone is eating a protein donut, minus the protein. And it's more than one donut. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvus.
Johnson feeds it to the corner. Jenner back to Fantilli, and he scores! Adam Fantilli! He just whipped it from the face-off dot in the right wing circle up under the crossbar, and the Blue Jackets are on the board.
Jackets win 5-1. Beating Dallas in Dallas last night. Good win for the CBJ. We will talk to Rick Nash coming up at 8:30. A little bit more about that. Also, Tyvus. Ask him anything. 7:30. Send your questions now. At Bone and Tyvus, 971. So yesterday, I saw something on Twitter that made me very excited, Tyvus, because I was proven right. You ever feel good when you get proven right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that happens often, but yeah.
Well, okay, for some of us who are idiots, it doesn't happen that often, but there's very few things I know in life, but one of them is Ohio State football. And I feel pretty confident when I say things about Ohio State football, when I lay my opinions out there, not necessarily on everything in every game, but I know enough about Ohio State football that I feel confident. When I get a vibe, I usually go with it. I'm usually right. And yesterday there was one that I've taken a lot of crap for saying this last year, and rightfully so, I guess. But yesterday, we got some vindication. So Bill Rabinowitz wrote a book, longtime Buckeye beat writer. Yeah. He's written a few books, right, about different championships that have been won by Ohio State.
He did that. He also did the Cardell book, which I have. I have it at my house.
Have you read it?
Cardell has wrote me a note inside of it. I'm not reading it.
Why not?
Because it's him.
Yeah, but wouldn't you want to? What if they
I made him. I know what his life is because I made him.
Don't you want to though read it if nothing else as a hater, just to say this is where oh no, that's BS. That's wrong. He's lying about that.
They gonna paint him. I'm sure Bill probably painted him out to be this just amazing guy. He ain't this amazing guy.
Oh, okay. I like it. Well, Bill Rabinowitz has a new book out called Buckeye Brotherhood, and this is all about what happened last year as the Buckeyes went on and won the national championship. Now, after the Michigan game, this has all been known, right? Michigan game was terrible. I think anybody who was following Ohio State football at least had some concerns about whether or not Ryan Day would ever win the big one. I know a lot of people, after they did win the national championship, deleted their tweets and amended what they said. I owned what I said. I stuck by what I said, which was...
You can still see it on your Twitter?
Yeah, go look for it. I thought Ryan Day wasn't the guy to win a national championship because he could never win the big games. He could beat all these...
James Franklin.
Yeah, I thought he had James Franklin syndrome going on 100%. And I was very vocal about that.
You know what's crazy about that? Is even when people were saying that, I'm not a person that's of excuses, but all of his games, like his big games that he lost, like there was something that happened in the course of that game that it's like the Clemson, the
Clemson game with the
like
concussion,
the calls and the concussion and the targeting and all of that.
You can go
and
with
then
that.
you go back to Georgia, all of the people being knocked out the game really turned with the Marr situation. So it was just like.
You can even go to last year.
I hear what you're saying, but it's like it is something that did happen that's controversial in the game.
You could even go with that Michigan game last year, right? Where you will never convince me that Will Howard did not have a concussion at some point in that game. Because that
he definitely wasn't the same.
It didn't look the same. Right.
Yeah,
okay.
He wasn't the same.
But all that said, no excuses. You got to win the game. And it wasn't just like one player is the reason Ohio State was better than Michigan from a talent standpoint. They had better talent. So I was so frustrated after that game. But one of my chief concerns over the last few years, we just talked about this the other day, how I feel like at times Ryan Day has gotten caught up in the how we win the game versus just winning the game. Have to show that we can run the football. And part of that was because Ryan Day, apparently, according to this book from Bill Rabinowitz, apparently Ryan Day had this belief that, which it's statistically true, the team that wins the running game battle 9 times out of 10 wins the OSU-Michigan game. And there's stats to back that up. So he said, we need to run the football to win.
Yeah. Well, the team that wins the Russian battle usually wins the game.
Right. However, Mitchell Melton, who was a linebacker defensive end, right?
A D lineman.
Yeah, who now has transferred to Virginia but was there last year. They had that closed-door meeting with Ryan Day and the players, and that was it. No other coaches present, no one else present. Apparently in this book, Mitchell Melton was the first one to stand up, and he raised his hand and said to Coach Day, quote, "These past 2 years losing the way we had, what did you learn?" He said Day began to answer by talking about scheme. Melton wasn't satisfied. He said Day talked before the game about the need to establish the running game, but Melton and others said that basically the coaches were getting it backwards, that the reason teams usually win the rushing battle when they play Michigan is not because they run the ball more and that's it, but it's usually because they're winning. And thus, when you're winning that game, what do you want to do? Run the ball, control the clock, get first downs, kill the game, right? So Mitchell Melton said, I realized soon after that game that was very prideful in our own right, and it cost us a Big Ten championship. What I wanted out of that meeting was to be very honest with ourselves and clear on what happened and why it happened so it would never happen again. Other players challenged Day when he gave answers they deemed unsatisfactory. Good for these guys, by the way. Could you imagine Is that something you could have done with Urban Meyer in that setting? Do you think it would have been after that game like, hey, let's come in here and say, Urban, here's what you're doing wrong, and here's why you cost us this game? Could you imagine that being the environment that Urban Meyer would have had? Was that typical in your time there?
Yeah.
Really?
You think when we lost to Michigan State that it wasn't words said in the locker room after that game?
I'm curious. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. It was a lot of words that you can't say on the radio.
Oh, good.
Said in that locker room after that game.
You know what? Say them anyway.
It was like
we can pay the fines. Let's go.
It was a lot.
FCC's not working right now.
Yeah, they're off. There's the government shut down.
It was one of those moments where people said some stuff, and I'll be honest with you, if you would have been in that locker room, it would have been hard to see how he would reel it back. Like you would think like, oh, it's done. Like Zeke was going off, Mike was going off, and it was just kind of like, I don't know how we gonna play the team up north next week. I don't know. Like it seemed like everybody else got checked out at this moment, but obviously he was able to lock back in for that last week and be able to go out there and blow them.
Well, and that's what I think you need, right? To win a championship or to be anywhere close to winning a championship, you have to be able to listen, right? And to credit Ryan Day, as much as I had my issues with how he ran things last year, and especially after that Michigan game, I was so frustrated, like a lot of Buckeye fans were. There are a lot of coaches in college football who would say, I don't need to listen to the players on this. I know what I'm doing. I trust my intuition. I know what I've got going on. We're going to do it my way. He sat down and basically took it from the players, and the players got in his face and said, we don't like this. Here's another example. Seth McLaughlin, who obviously was hurt, right? But one of the leaders in that locker room, he said to Bill Rabinowitz for this book, I forget who said it, but someone was like, Coach Day, when you go on about stuff like this, I'm not going to lie, people hate you when you act like this. And they basically called him on some of his BS and said, listen, this is what needs to change. This is what needs to happen. Kudos to Ryan Day for listening to his players, making the adjustments necessary. And I think that showed the difference in what that team was after that Michigan game. It wasn't just that Tennessee wasn't as good as Ohio State. Ohio State proved it, right? They were better than Oregon. They proved it. They were better than everybody else they played, and they proved it last year. And that was where our frustrations were after that Michigan game, was you are better than Michigan. We know the talent's better. Do that. Don't be concerned with how you win. Just find that way to win. And I think that is what changed after that Michigan game. They played differently.
I think the difference between Ryan Day before that meeting and now is I think that once he lost that game, I think before that he thought he had everything figured out. He thought I knew what was best. And I think having a meeting like that, it's like because after that game, everybody wanted to run him out of town. And the one thing I respect is he didn't back away from none of it. He actually stood there and took it. I remember, I think it was his wife that was saying we got to get out of here. And his response was something along the lines of, no, I made this, so we gonna lay in it. I'm gonna fix this. I'm not gonna run from this type of thing. And shout out to him because he did. He found a way to respond in a big way. And it's hard, when your players probably going into a meeting have to explain to your players who you supposed to have their best interests that you kind of sabotaged the game and your pride got in the way. Which again is still more factors to it, but for the outside looking in, people think that he kind of sabotaged the game, and
I don't think again with ill intention.
No,
I just think he looked at it.
I feel like
he said this is the best way to win, and his players said, "Stop. Yeah. We don't need to do this. We need to win the right way."
So it's funny because now, fast forward.
Oh yeah,
people it's not about running the ball. It's about just winning the game.
That's why I told you last week when I watched that Wisconsin game, that felt like we're going to try to run the football to establish that we can do that because Wisconsin's defense is decent at stopping it. Ryan Day this time said, no, we're throwing the football. We'll get up a big lead on the road, and then we'll try to run the football and do some things. But we're going to do what we do best. I hope that's the formula going forward. But Kirk Herbstreit, if you want to get mad at people for ripping Ryan Day, go yell at Seth McLaughlin. Go yell at Mitchell Melton. Go yell at the Buckeyes who got this thing turned last year. Go yell at them. Call them the lunatic fringe.
We're still waiting on Ryan Day to hang 100 on Michigan. And you got to throw the ball to do that, Coach Day.
That's exactly right.
Throw it all over the yard.
I want 100 this year. Let's go. Let's make it happen.
And if not, Tyvus is going to shave his head.
Oh, is that right? Do we ever confirm that?
No. I would say that I don't see them losing. I don't see them losing right now. But I gotta see the rest of the season play out.
I've seen a lot of football. If they lose this year, it's going to be a travesty.
I said the same thing last year.
It's going to be a travesty.
I thought the same thing last year, but it's a little more things that I got to see.
Okay, all right.
That I got to see people clean up, and then I'll be able to go there.
All right. A Super Bowl winning coach and player taking shots at each other through the media. You'll hear what they said next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
In South Columbus, we are noticing another crash. This time around, it's happening just east of Commercial Point. A crash on 23, that northbound direction as you're heading towards the city, just by Duval Road this morning. Expect some lane closures out there. According to our traffic cams, definitely noticing some major backups this morning. So do be mindful. 23 northbound over by Duval Road, just a little restricted out there. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
We're hiring commercial dock and door technicians at Capital Door Solutions in Columbus. Come to our job fair with on-site interviews Tuesday, November 4th, 2 to 6 p.m. No experience necessary. We will train motivated applicants to repair and install commercial doors. Hiring bonus up to $2,500. Health, dental, vision, and 401k. Capital Door Solutions. Apply in person Tuesday, November 4th, 2 to 6 p.m. Capital Door Solutions, 777 Dearborn Park Lane in Columbus.
Welcome to Tire Discounters. Oh, hiya, Phantom.
Mike, you may be in big trouble with Chip Wood.
Our owner?
Free oil changes along with alignment
on any Ford tire purchase.
And Goodyear's up to $200 off?
Yeah.
Sorry, Mike, but I'm telling.
But the Wood family is behind all this.
Oh, those rascals.
But don't tell the accountants.
Of course not. And what do they do again?
Buy any set of 4 tires at Tire Discounters and get a free alignment and oil change. Make them Goodyears and save up to $200 more. See store for details.
Do you feel the nip in the air? Oh, baby, people think summer's driving season. They're wrong. You spend more time in your car this time of year taking your dirty, annoying kids to dirty, annoying things. Go see my friends at Germain Lexus. They have special rates as low as 4.49% on their most popular models, including the 2026 TX350. Lease a 2026 NX for as low as $449 per month. And if new isn't your thing, they have plenty of L certified inventory on the lot. Stop in and see them. Germain Lexus of Dublin and Easton, GermainLexus.com.
Hey friends, Beamer here. In the spirit of Halloween, Awaken 180 is offering free consultations. Learn how scary fast and how scary easy losing weight can be. For mine, I brought all the questions, and in the end, Awaken 180 was an absolute no-brainer for me. Determine if Awaken 180 is right for you. The free consultations end October 31st. Reserved by phone only at 844-346-1800. For details and the number, visit awaken180weightloss.com. Scary easy with scary fast results.
Give the gift everyone wants. Fun in your own game room. Billiards Plus has gifts for everyone. Pool tables, shuffleboard tables, card tables, grills, and more. With professional delivery and installation, you'll beat the last-minute scramble. Reserve yours now. Billiards Plus on Dublin Center Drive in Dublin.
Everybody poops, everybody pees. Mommy, will you call Mr. Rooter, please? 'Cause I gotta poop and I gotta pee. Only Mr. Rooter can clear the drain for me. Thank you, Mr. Rooter.
Hi, everybody. We call it what it is at Mr. Rooter. When you have a plumbing or drain problem, the team at Mr. Rooter is ready 7 days a week. Call us today and take advantage of our $95 drain cleaning special. Visit us at MrRooter.com. We'll be there quick.
Is your money just lying around? Switch to Huntington Bank, and your money's always doing something. Like auto savings for special events, tracking your teen spending, and helping protect your parents from fraud. Let's get more from money. Switch to Huntington Bank. Welcome. Eligibility requirements apply. Some features may require enrollment.
Fraud in government is a crime, and it robs taxpayer dollars. I'm Ohio Auditor of State Keith Faber, and my job is to catch people that lie, cheat, and steal, report suspicious behavior, and help stop fraud. Learn the red flags, speak up, and protect your tax dollars by calling 1-866-FRAUD-OH.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy real estate as is fast for cash. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family. I even buy my tenants won't pay me the rent houses. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. 30,000.
The ONN Daily Podcast. Get a recap of all the day's news from across the state. The ONN Daily Podcast. Listen at onnradio.com or wherever you download your favorite podcasts from the Ohio News Network. Love football? Love wings? Put those bad boys together and you get Austin and Byrne live at Roosters.
Presented by Bryant Heating and Cooling.
Large amounts of football and all the donkey sauce you can handle. Mondays on the Fan's YouTube channel. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Extra layers this morning. It is mostly cloudy and chilly. We have gusty winds, which adds the wind chill, and temperatures going to start off in the 30s to low 40s. As we go into the day today, we will struggle to get into the mid to low 50s, and with gusty winds, it will feel like we're in the 40s. Cloudy skies for us, maybe a stray shower or two. Otherwise, cloudy becoming partly cloudy overnight, with our lows in the mid to upper 30s to low 40s, but with the winds getting up to 15 miles per hour, could feel even colder than that. For the Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with a 10 weather impact forecast.
All the Ohio State conversation you can handle. The Buckeye Show.
Weeknights at 6.
Your Ohio State flagship station. The Fan. All of the hair on their heads is slowly migrating to the lower part of their faces. And tracking. This is T-Bone and Titus.
We're going through some of your Ask Tyvis Anything questions. You can still submit those
my God.
at Bone and Tyvis 971 or in our YouTube chat. Go to YouTube, search 971 The Fan, click on T-Bone and Tyvis.
I was reading some of those over here too. They're great.
Well, so one of the questions, a topic that has come up.
I don't even know if it was a question.
It was more about, will Tyvis go to Sonic Temple, which we're giving away tickets tomorrow. We will do that again tomorrow morning. Be listening to win. But we are, talking about Sonic Temple, and we've been trying to get Tyvis to go since last year to go to a mosh pit.
I can't look away.
Someone asked if you would go and be involved in a wall of death, which for those who don't know, it's okay. It's a form of moshing where the band will say wall of death, and they'll be playing a part of their song that's a little slower. That's a little more like the little, I don't know, the interlude, shall we say? And then the usually there's some beat that will come in where it's the big, doom, and then all the, pyro goes off and the guitars are going. That is where two sides, like Red Rover, split down the middle, and then they run at each other at full speed when the beat drops and clobber each other. And so you found a video of this at a different festival called Hellfest, which is another huge music festival.
Oh my goodness. I can't
Tyvis
stop
looks
looking at
terrified. And I, like you're saying, like, how do you expect me to do this? And I said, Tyvis, you played in the NFL.
And my response
I've done this multiple times.
See, that's the thing. It's not, you want me to split away from somebody. Yeah. So you're giving me like 10 to 15 yards.
Or more.
And you want me to run as fast and as hard as I can at the next person to run through them.
Well,
whoever's in front of me at 250 is going to die. I'm just telling you, it's not me.
Okay.
It's not that I'm afraid. They should be the ones that's afraid.
Hold on, because that's not the vibe you were giving off when we were watching this video. When we were giving this video, you were like, oh my gosh, people
it's just shocking. It's shocking to see because it's like some small people that's doing this.
Yeah.
And it's like, and then it's people just standing in the middle of it. Like, so both sides is running at them and they just.
But shouldn't that be a sign to you that it's not that bad?
No,
like
that's a sign to me.
If people would do that,
that's a sign to me that I'm going to just stay in the back. This is one of them things that.
I can't tell if you're worried.
This is part of the moshing that I don't want to. I want to see it. I got to see it live.
Okay.
Because this is something that I just can't believe is happening right now.
Tyvis, I've been thrown out of mosh pits. So what I'm saying is, like, when I see this stuff, I'm like, yeah. Because, like, well, there's etiquette. This is my younger days where I was kind of learning the ropes, but, like, I was in a push pit. And I was trying to do like some hardcore dancing, and they were like, no, none of that stuff. No karate kicks, no swinging. We're just running into each other. And I was like, oh, well, my bad. I'm not familiar with the local rules here. I was in a different state. It was a different concert.
Well, nobody knew who you was.
Yeah, no, but I didn't know the rules.
You're taking this frustration out.
But you're right. You have to kind of look. You have to kind of look out there and see, is everybody else doing this or not?
You voted there kicking people like Bruce Lee.
I was. But I've been kicked. I've been spin kicked 1,000 times in a mosh pit, so I thought nothing of it.
Did it hurt? Like when they
Yes,
do
it
when they
hurts.
do this kick, is it like with violent intentions?
I will show. Yes, well, it's just people are expressing themselves. It's called violent dancing. It's expressive. You're in there to have fun and make some new friends, and also maybe go to the emergency room. It's fine. I'm just saying. You did Oklahoma drills. How is this terrifying to you?
We had pads on.
So what? I got padding on. Look at me. I carry it with me. I got that thing on me. That thing is an extra 120 pounds. That's what I carry with me at all times.
These people are split 15 yards from each other and running full speed at each other.
I'm just telling you.
This is why when you asked me if I wanted to participate as the smallest person on this show at 6 foot, maybe 200 pounds, I don't want to run into one of you in the mosh pit. I don't want the smoke.
I like how you're the smallest guy on the show and you're still 200 pounds and 6 feet tall. I'm just pointing out, this is a good show. If this is the weight that we're talking about being the lightweight, this is good. I feel good about our show.
According to
I like
Tyvus,
our chances.
I need to get fatter.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I can help you out with that if you need. Just let me know. Super Bowl winning coach and player taking shots at each other through the media. So Sean Payton had this quote where I'm going to paraphrase it. He more or less said, I'm glad that when we played the Giants, not glad. He had hoped that the Giants would have stuck with Russell Wilson a little bit longer as their starting quarterback and not moved on to Jackson Dart. This was his way of giving praise to Jackson Dart and saying how good he had been. He was saying, yeah, quite honestly, I was hoping they wouldn't have moved on from him yet. I was hoping we could have had it a little easier. Of course, meaning because then they'd be going up against Russell Wilson, who, of course, was on the Broncos not too long ago. Russell Wilson responded by saying essentially that he called that classless by Sean Payton. And he said, shame to see that you're still bounty hunting 15 years later. So Russell Wilson is, for him, that's pretty significant. You usually don't see him say anything about this stuff. So I like that these two are fighting. Good. And Russell Wilson should stick up for himself. If Sean Payton's going to say something like that, good for Russell Wilson for saying his thoughts.
He's getting old.
You forgot to mention that he ended that tweet with hashtag Let's Ride.
Oh, of course he did.
That's right.
Which I'm sure Tyvus loved because Tyvus is
Broncos country.
Tyvus is a Russell Wilson hater also.
I don't hate Russell.
Yes,
what is this about this hate that I don't have hate for Russell?
As Kendrick said, you hate the way that he walks, you hate the way that he talks, you hate the way that everything.
I can literally say, the only thing I don't like about Russell is that he doesn't finish the season. He's good for half a season, and then he disappears for the second half of a season. You literally just watch that happen. How is that like? What is that? Is that me presenting facts, or is that me being a hater? I don't understand.
Tyvus, I don't know if you know this in the modern media world. If you present facts, you often are called a hater. That's just how it happens because you say things because you're not a part of like the media's grand fluffing of everyone in the world. That sometimes causes people to go, oh my gosh, he said a mean thing. No, you said a real thing, and that's right. And you shouldn't be afraid of your real opinions. I agree with you.
Prove it then, Tyvus. Say one nice thing about Russell Wilson right now, because I've never heard you say anything nice about him.
I always say Russell Wilson is a great guy. When I was with Seattle, we had great conversations. He never seemed like he was a big time guy. Now, you go ask some of them other people on offense now, like Marshawn and Doug and Jermaine and all of them, they say like they can't even get in touch with the guy. You got to schedule an appointment with his assistant to get in touch with Russell. So I don't know what that's about. But when my personal one-on-one relationships with Russell, I thought he was a great guy. I loved the fact that he led the prayers and he led the chapels and all of those things. He was a really good dude.
There you go.
You just gave him a backhanded compliment.
No, it's very nice. He's a nice guy.
But other people say he's not. He couldn't leave that part out. He had to throw it in there. He just had to. Because he hates Russell Wilson.
I have
other people do say
when
that.
I speak, I like to like tell all that stuff. Because I don't want people to be like, oh, well, Tyvus said this, but Marshawn Lynch saying this and Doug Baldwin saying that.
I get what you're doing. You're saying,
I'm just making sure everybody understands the full context.
You had your experiences. Those people had theirs.
Exactly.
That's fine. That's good. That's what I say about Tyvus all the time. I say I have never had a problem with Tyvus Powell. Lots of other people have, but I've never had an issue with him, and I think he's great.
It's like Puddles. I had great experiences with Puddles.
I think
the duck from Oregon.
I think you would feel different about Russell Wilson if you were on the team that, he threw a slant route for a pick to lose the Super Bowl. I think you would have some feelings.
That might be true, but I wasn't. So I can't, I wasn't there.
And that is real. That's honest. All right. Ask Tyvus Anything 2 minutes away. Tweet us your Ask Tyvus Anything questions at Bone and Tyvus 971 or YouTube chat. Go to YouTube 971 The Fan. Click on T-Bone and Tyvus. You'll be right there. We'll do that in 2 minutes. It's T-Bone and Tyvus on The Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
In South Columbus, we are noticing another crash. This time around, it's happening just east of Commercial Point. A crash on 23, that northbound direction as you're heading towards the city, just by Duval Road this morning. Expect some lane closures out there. According to our traffic cams, definitely noticing some major backups this morning. So do be mindful. 23 northbound over by Duval Road, just a little restricted out there. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
I'm Leslie from Pella Columbus.
And I'm Wilson from that other window place.
Wilson, we've got a problem at Pella.
I like where this is going.
Because of Pella's reputation and quality, a lot of folks assume that we're out of budget.
Oh, that's too... Oh, I hate hearing.
But we've actually got 5 awesome window lines that fit any budget, from the $300,000 to the $3 million home, and far from the most expensive.
So you actually don't have a problem. Awesome.
Get the windows that Columbus homeowners rated the leading window brand at PellaColumbus.com.
Treat yourself to a new ride from Coughlin Kia, Central Ohio's largest volume Kia dealer. Get 0% on a new 25 Kia EV6 or 26 EV9, or get up to $11,000 off MSRP. Get 1.9% on a new 25 Telluride during the Kia Fall Sales Event. Visit CoughlinKia.com.
Based on 2024 retail sales, 0% for 60 months and 1.9% for 48 months equals $1,667 and $2,165 for 1,000 finance through Kia Motor Finance. Not all will qualify. Manufacturer incentives to dealer. Prior sales excluded. Ends 10/31/25.
Career changers, including veterans and active duty service members. Your transition starts here. Go from GI to IT in a matter of months. Become a certified cyber warrior with training at My Computer Career. Cybersecurity specialists are in high demand, offering IT pros great opportunities and a rewarding lifestyle while protecting our people, liberty, and treasured institutions from cyber threats. Deploy your career in IT today at mycomputercareer.edu/CWP, an elite CompTIA certification partner.
VA education benefits are available to those who qualify.
T-Bone and Tyvis is presented by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Sign up today at awaken180weightloss.com.
Both of these men played sports in high school. Only one of them was good at it. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
1 hour from now, we'll talk to our guy, Rick Nash. Blue Jackets legend. He will join us. Jackets get the victory in Dallas last night. Nice win for them. NBA season started up last night. I enjoyed hearing the NBA on NBC theme back again. Watched a double overtime thriller where the Rockets dropped to the Thunder as the Thunder got their rings. Steph Curry and the Warriors got their first win of the season, beating the Lakers at like 2 o'clock in the morning. Nobody stayed up and watched because LeBron wasn't playing, but whatever. They got it done. Good for them.
Luka dropped 43. Luka might win MVP this season.
Gonna have to win some games when you're dropping 43 to get MVP.
He lost some weight. He dunking again.
Oh, I like that.
Moving his feet on defense.
That's good. And we already know you certified it.
He's a cold white boy to me.
Keep that weight off, Luka.
You know who invented CWB?
Who invented that?
Like, who was the first certified CWB?
Who's that?
Larry Bird.
Oh, he was the first one? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Is he in your mind? He's the one who he coined, the quintessential.
Yeah, he coined the phrase.
Oh, did he? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I mean, his YMCA ball fakes and his bad knees wouldn't work in the modern game, but
they asked
that's neither here nor there.
Who did they ask that would they take if they were starting the league? Would they take Larry? Oh, Reggie Miller. They asked him, would you take Larry Bird or LeBron if you were starting a franchise in their prime? And he said Larry.
Larry's more comparable to KD. He's not even in LeBron's stratosphere. I don't know what Reggie Miller's talking about.
Well, Larry was his coach, so
that's true.
Okay, fair enough. Are we ready to drop our NBA conversation, or do we want to all get fired?
Get to know your resident national champion. It's time for Ask Tyvis Anything.
All right, a bunch of you got onto our Twitter handle and asked us questions. So let's go here. We've got Moses, who says, Tyvis, how much of an impact does weak special teams have on the Buckeyes' title hopes?
Ooh. Is that from your burner account?
Yes, I sent that from my burner account. But thank you, Moses, my guy. Go get your 10 commandments and bring them down from the mountain. Yes, let's go.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Special teams can be something. When you go up against a good team, that punting and those field goals, like that makes a big difference in the game. Obviously, especially the punting, because you start playing field position. But the way that this team is playing defensively, I don't think it shouldn't make that much of an impact, but it could if they play. But there's no other team out there that's like on Ohio State's level that's showing it like right now. Maybe if you ask me in about a month or two, November is usually when people separate themselves.
Right.
Maybe that is a thing. So I would say if you want me to give a percentage, I'd say it could be like a 30% impact.
Okay, yeah. Jim Tressel would agree with you that it's actually a 33 1/3% impact because it's 1/3 of the game. We've got Wackham who says, "Hey Tyvis, how many eggs can you eat?" I can eat 50. That's what he said. I can eat 50.
Like,
Fiddy.
are we talking boiled egg, like a hard boiled egg?
I don't know. However you eat your eggs. I can't stand a hard-boiled egg. So for me, it would be like...
What do you mean he eat 50 eggs?
I don't know. That's what he said. He just asked how many you can eat.
His bathroom is tore up. He eating 50 eggs. Two. All right.
That's weak. Like you...
Two eggs.
You ever had a 3-egg omelet?
2 eggs.
Okay.
That's all you need.
Meat Sweat says, have you ever had a soft-boiled soy egg? And why is one of the simplest, most delicious things ever not talked about more?
What is a soft-boiled soy egg?
I don't know why all the egg questions are. I guess it's because it's breakfast time. We're all hungry. That's fine.
What part of the chicken does the soy come from?
I've never heard of this soft-boiled soy egg.
I didn't know about it. But maybe it's for like vegans who don't eat eggs, don't eat any animal products. Maybe there's an egg substitute made of soy.
That's not real egg.
That's fine. He's just asking if you've ever had this. Apparently the answer is no. And so that's why we're not talking about it. It's like we haven't had it.
It's like almond milk, Tyvis.
That's
same concept.
Exactly right.
But how do you? Never mind. I was going to say how do you milk a nut? But
that's a different show, different website. Dalton says, how do you feel about calling your fans, quote, the Taco Bell Breakfast Club? I mean, that's not terrible, though we aren't just limited to Taco Bell.
I'm more of a Chick-fil-A breakfast guy.
Not when that Crunchwrap comes calling, you're not.
That's true,
I see more Taco Bell bags in here than I do see Chick-fil-A bags. I actually just had one the other day. I saw it in here.
I do think, as you know, you buy me breakfast pretty much every time you get breakfast. We have had a lot of Chick-fil-A. Yesterday we had Wendy's.
Oh, you had Wendy's yesterday?
Yes.
I didn't know.
Why haven't you been partaking?
I'm trying not to. I'm eating one meal a day.
Okay.
It's like I'm eating a large Taco Bell meal every day. That's not working, but I'm doing it.
Maybe if we do this show together for enough years, I will surpass you in weight.
That'd be perfect.
That's like my new goal now.
Good goal to have. Just make sure you have a cardiologist on call. George says, Tyvis, what was the best part of playing for Urban Meyer? I presume the winning?
I mean, people think that it was so fun back then. Winning is fun. But like the way we had to like carry, it was like military style. Like you was.
I've seen the videos.
It's not as fun as you think.
If you haven't watched the
Swamp
Kings documentary, go watch that. If you want to know what Tyvis went through when he was playing at Ohio State, because was that very different than what you dealt with?
No, that's exactly the same.
Okay, so if you've ever wanted to see like a full-on, what it looked like to be part of an Urban Meyer team, good, bad, and otherwise. I mean, obviously there was a lot of winning involved. And from what I know, you guys didn't have a murdering tight end on your team. But other than that, you did
not that I know of yet. It ain't never too late.
There's still time, I guess. But yeah, there you go. Black Sasquatch says, would you eat a mystery item from T-Bone live on the air? I mean, we kind of do that with Tyvis eats a thing, maybe. But it's like a package thing where I give you something that's made from a factory. If I just came in here with like a bowl of something I had made and said, Tyvis, here you go. I just heat it up in the microwave for some chili.
No. But I tell you what, I do need to do my pull the pin week with Common Man.
Why? Why does he get to do that with you? I'm here every day. Why don't we pull the pin together, you and me? Why does he get to pull the pin?
You're not in pull the pin mode right now.
I can be. Just say the word. I can be there. Listen, I'm just waiting for that call. Like you're waiting for an NFL GM to call you back and say, Tyvis, we saw the tape. I'm just waiting for someone to call and say, T-Bone, we saw the tape. Pull the pin. Let's go. I'm back.
Someone suggested to me that I should make you a Puerto Rican dish, Tyvis, and you eat it on the air. And see.
Do you know how to cook?
Yeah. But I think people doubt that, so they want you to be the judge.
I'm going to say that was on the scale of confident yes. That was on a 2 out of 10. Because you were
when the last time you cooked?
Yeah. I cook for my daughter all the time,
but you don't. But you eat fast food.
Yes.
See, that bothers me. Yeah,
why?
That bothers me.
I'm trying to save money.
Well, so you cook for her and she eats it,
but you don't
saving
eat money by buying
cooking.
fast food? No. Isn't that more expensive?
So I have her 50-50. The days that I have her, I cook. The days that I don't, I go out to eat because, in my opinion, I am not worth making a dinner for. but she is.
Okay.
All right, we got to talk about your own your positive self-talk occasionally.
self-love.
Trust me, I'm with you. Nobody's a bigger critic of myself than me, but yeah, we got to work on that.
Self-love.
Mike says, do you still have a jersey and helmet from each NFL team you were with? Yeah, that's a good question.
Not each of them. I only got like a handful of jerseys. I got Seahawks. Because they only give them to you if you played in the game. And a lot of them teams that I played for, I was just on practice squad.
Okay.
So, like, the ones that I actually got in the game was Seattle, San Fran, and Denver gave me that was the only time I was on practice squad, and they, like, gave me one. I don't know if I got one from, like, the Colts and all them other ones. I wish I had my Dallas one. I really do. That's the one that I wish I would have just stolen.
Well, if you go to, I'm told if you go to NFL.com,
I'm not buying.
You go on there,
jersey.
you order a jersey, get any name and number you want. As long
I
as
had
it's
a
not
pick in that Dallas jersey. I want that jersey.
Yeah.
I thought you started a game for Denver.
No.
Who'd you start a game for?
San Fran.
Oh, okay.
I came out the smoke and they said from the Ohio State University, Tyler. And I did the Sherm. And then they called Sherm's name right after me, and he did the same thing. And I said, "Why you copying me?"
That's awesome.
This one, Rusty says, for Thanksgiving, there's one piece of pumpkin pie, one piece of apple pie left.
Pie.
Why are you taking both? Is actually
That's
Rusty's question. You're an apple pie guy over pumpkin. I'm with you on that.
Pumpkin pie, although pumpkin pie tastes like sweet potato pie. In my personal opinion.
They're similar, yeah. You're substituting.
If you asking me which one I'm taking out of the two, I'm taking apple pie every time.
Yeah, pumpkin pie spice. The pumpkin pie spice is what gives it that flavor, and that's like cinnamon, nutmeg, all this other stuff. The pumpkin itself doesn't have a ton of that flavor. I think that's what we associated, but you're right. Sweet potato pie is very similar, though. If you bring my wife a sweet potato pie and you promise a pumpkin pie, which has happened with family members at our Thanksgiving, my wife will paint the room with your blood. So that is not acceptable in our house. Even though I think they are similar, she is very much 100% in that it's not close enough for her.
Here's a Tyvis level food take. Pie, overrated.
Yeah.
Pie is overrated.
I would rather have a million other dessert pastry type items. I don't understand the obsession with pie.
Okay, let's say pie or cake. I'm 100% with you. Cake, 100%. Yeah. Yes. I used to have this argument with Common Man all the time because he's a big fruit pie guy. No. And I'm just, no. Of the pies, I want the custard pie over the fruit pie. And then beyond that, I'd rather just have, I'm with you, cookies, ice cream,
anything
cake.
Else.
Yeah. Anything, most anything I can think of. Pie is not usually very high on my list. Sorry. Are you a big pie guy?
No, I can skip the pie. I skip it all the time. That's like the dessert. But this year, Thanksgiving, I'm looking forward to I'm more of a dressing or stuffing type of guy.
That's good.
Yeah. I like to get that with the greens and the mashed potatoes and the mac and cheese, and then put gravy all over it.
I thought you said you didn't know how to eat. Look at you. That's actually
but I'm a one plate guy on Thanksgiving. One plate. Everybody that be going up for extras, that's ridiculous. One plate.
I thought we had some common ground.
And I'm not eating it the next day.
Let me tell you this.
I'm moving on.
No, you don't put it in like a sandwich?
I'm moving on.
Oh, put it in a sandwich and
It's good till Sunday, Tyvis. Then Monday you have to throw it out. Monday it'll kill you.
We're going to eat it on Thursday. That's it. I'm not eating it no more. Some people be eating it till Sunday. That's ridiculous. Actually, if you want to, truth be told, Friday is the best time for it. Thursday, you eat it on Thursday. Friday is when it's at its best. After that, let it go.
My father, for Thanksgiving every year, he makes a stuffing that involves dressing, whatever you want to call it, that is involving sausage, sage sausage, a lot of sage flavors in it. It's very good. And that is one of the most filling things I've ever had. If I bring you some of that in like a Cool Whip tub that's been cleaned out, because that was our Tupperware growing up, was like Cool Whip. Oh, yeah. The amount of times during the holidays where I would open up Cool Whip, be like, oh, sweet, we got Cool Whip, yes. And then I would open it up and it's like 3-day-old stuffing. You either know that or you don't. But if you know that feeling,
and if
you lived my life.
And if my family so happened to make them deviled eggs, they never make it to the table. Well, I eat them in line.
Those I can't.
You pop them right in line.
That should be our Black Friday show. We should all bring a leftover dish. and we have
yeah.
Thanksgiving in here.
I like that. That's great.
No.
Yes.
I just said that I'm not eating it. I'm eating it Thursday, and I'm moving on Friday.
How about 24 hours?
No.
That's a
It would
day.
be less than 24 hours.
That's what I'm saying.
When my eyes wake up on Friday, I am done with Thanksgiving food.
Pull an all-nighter then.
No.
Dylan, what's the oldest leftover you've ever eaten? Because I've definitely eaten something older than a week. I've definitely done that.
Oh, that's sick.
Probably.
Because the microwave cures all.
Yeah,
It's just, it makes all the bacteria out of it.
It nukes all the bacteria. That's what a microwave is.
exactly what
it's
it does.
essentially a nuclear bomb.
And y'all wonder why y'all look the way y'all look.
If it passes the smell test, you can eat
mystery. There's no mystery to how I look. Trust me. The bosses are not going to like what we're going to talk about next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning, folks. We are still monitoring a crash just southwest of our city. It's happening on State Route 104, that westbound direction, over by Urban Crest, really past it, past Hall Road, and right before that 71 interstate. Do expect some lane closures still this morning. Thankfully, not causing a lot of backups as of right now. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Care Heating and Cooling. When you need a company you can trust, call 1-800-COOLING.
Hey, Buckeye fans. As the official wing sponsor of Ohio State Athletics, Roosters is kicking off an incredible giveaway you won't want to miss. This football season, we're giving away 12 ultimate Buckeye experiences. 3 drawings, 12 winners with prizes including tickets, sideline passes, and 3 trips to a Buckeye first-round postseason game. Go to roosterswings.com to register and see all the details. 3 drawings, 12 amazing prizes. Register today and every day. Roosters, a fun, casual joint.
Give the gift everyone wants. Fun in your own game room. Billiards Plus has gifts for everyone. Pool tables, shuffleboard tables, card tables, grills, and more. With professional delivery and installation, you'll beat the last-minute scramble. Reserve yours now. Billiards Plus on Dublin Center Drive in Dublin.
Get Eco.
ECO.
Hey, Aaron, what are we going to do with these 41 new trucks you bought?
Those extra trucks are to make sure that we can always send someone to the rescue when a customer needs us.
Plumbers, electricians, and HVAC technicians to the rescue.
Give it away, plumbers, genius electricians, and gonna keep you warm all winter HVAC technicians.
Get Eco.
ECO.
Aaron, you bought those 41 new trucks at exactly the right time.
I know, Jerry, because everyone, everywhere, is needing help with their furnace right now.
Summertime is when furnaces develop problems.
The contacts and relays and sensors get all wonky.
Because summertime is when furnaces are not being used.
And our technicians can unwonk them.
Get Eco.
ECO.
If you need someone to unwonk your furnace, get Eco.
Our technicians can unwonk anything.
And with 41 new trucks, they can get there fast, fast, fast. Give it away, plumbers, genius electricians, and gonna keep you warm all winter HVAC technicians.
GetEco.com.
When it comes to your roofing, siding, or gutter needs, call Newman Roofing, 614-NEW-ROOF, newmanroofing.com.
The number one problem we see at our clinic is delaying treatment. ED and low T can get worse.
Book your appointment right now. Call 614-300-7400. Prefer privacy? Book online in under 30 seconds at columbusmensclinic.com.
At our clinics, men's sexual health is the whole job. Look, I'm a normal guy too. I hate going to the doctor, but we've helped so many guys in here just like you. Even if pills have failed, our medical team is going to take the time to talk you through it. Same day in-house lab, and the treatments, well, they could change your life.
Your local medical team has your back. ED, low T, Peyronie's, size, and shape modeling. We tailor what works for you.
I'll get to the point. Can you imagine epic workouts and epic sex? Yeah, I said it.
A stronger you is closer than you think. We're available right now. Call 614-300-7400 or book in 30 seconds or less at columbusmensclinic.com. Columbus Men's Clinic, making it happen. Hi, I'm Joanna Williams, General Manager at Tansky Sawmill Toyota, and it's tire time at Tansky Sawmill Toyota. Now through October 31st, you can buy 3 tires and get 1 for $1. Visit TanskySawmillToyota.com to schedule your appointment today, or hurry into Tansky Sawmill Toyota on the corner of Sawmill and 161 in Dublin to get those cars ready for winter. And when you think tires, think Tansky.
Think Toyota. Think Tansky. Think Tansky.
This is the Duke's Country Song. It's a song about the best male. Has a yellow lid and its full name.
is Duke's Mayonnaise. Get Duke's Mayo in store. It's got twang.
All your favorite and least favorite fan shows are available wherever you get your podcasts. Just type in 971 The Fan to the search bar and hit that subscribe button. It's free.
We're the land of the free and the home of the sunburnt, freckled fat guy.
Do it now. It's almost Football Friday. All play and no work.
Sponsored by Tansky Sawmill Toyota.
Your home for football, The Fan. One of these guys still believes he can play in the NFL. It's Tebow. He says it's because of his low center of gravity. He's dumb. This is Bone and Tyvis.
Look, guys, if you're feeling a little sluggish, a little tired, that could be because, I don't know, maybe you just had something bad to eat, or maybe you didn't get the right sleep last night. Or if it's been a consistent problem for you, it could be a sign of a bigger issue. And the thing you want to do often with that bigger issue is, number one, ignore it. Number two, try to take care of it yourself. Maybe you go online, look for something. You've heard about low testosterone. Maybe that's it. Go to one of those websites to order some testosterone, have it shipped to you. Don't do that. Call my friends at Columbus Men's Clinic or go online to their website, if you must go online, to columbusmensclinic.com. Here's the thing. For $99, they're going to get you a medical professional to sit down and talk with you about the issues that you're dealing with. Maybe it is just low testosterone. Maybe it's something else. They'll figure that out. They'll get your blood work done, too, so they can get all the information they need. And then once they have that, they find a plan that works for your budget and your body. And it's not just a one-size-fits-all thing. At Columbus Men's Clinic, they will help you tackle the issues that maybe you've been dealing with for a long time and you just didn't know where to go or who to talk to. Now you've got someone who can help you out with not just low T, erectile dysfunction, weight loss, and much more. ColumbusMen'sClinic.com. Check them out today. Or you call the number 614-300-7400. I've gone there and I've done this same thing. It is a great consultation. It will help you figure out what you need. So check it out today. 614-300-7400 to get real results. Or ColumbusMen'sClinic.com.
Apparently, some people in the chat. I didn't know that many people like pie.
Oh, people love pie.
Oh, that's why I said it was a hot take.
Apple pie, sweet potato pie, chocolate silk pie.
Oh, that's good.
See, I'm behind that.
I've never heard of that.
That's good. But that's, yes. That's
when I think about that, I think about the one that's at Burger King, the Hershey pie.
It's, I mean, okay. That is a good, easy fast food win. But, yeah, if you go to like a real restaurant, Burger King's a real restaurant, but you know what I mean? If you go to a sit-down place where they make desserts, yeah, chocolate silk pie is excellent. It's just a better version of that.
The Hershey pie?
Yeah, it's like a chocolatey custard pudding pie. It's delicious.
Apple, raspberry, and key lime pie.
How could that be bad?
Peach cobbler.
Yeah, I'm less on the peach cobbler.
Strawberry cheesecake.
Hey, listen, as long as what we're getting from a fruit and or vegetable standpoint in the dessert is very minimal and not the overwhelming flavor, I'm good with it. But when we get to like, oh, yeah, here's a pie, and it's just basically some breading with a bunch of fruit stuffed in it. Sorry, I didn't want fruit. I wanted pie. I want dessert. So if I want cherries, I'll eat a bowl of cherries. If I want strawberries, I'll eat a bowl of strawberries. If I want pie, I want custardy, creamy, fatty, delicious pie. And then, honestly, like Dylan said, I'd probably rather have cake. But pie is good. If I'm going to have it, I want it like a key lime pie, chocolate silk pie like you're talking about. That's all more up my alley. I don't need all the fruit in there.
Michael says cream pie. I'm assuming.
Yeah, cream pies are good.
I'm assuming he talking either oatmeal cream pie or banana cream pie.
Fantastic.
Riley Reed.
Why did that play? Stop. That's not supposed to play right now.
I was going to say, me and The Rock have the same favorite pie.
It doesn't matter what your pie is?
No.
Huh?
Poo-tang pie.
Oh, my. Last night, this theme song had me feeling awesome. This was, let me tell you, I last night was sitting there, a child of the 90s, and they played this music on NBC, and I lost my damn mind. I was bringing the kids in. I said, look, this is what your dad used to watch. And they're like, why are we sitting here having to watch this? I said, I don't know, but it's good. The NBA is back. Basketball is back. This music does not belong to college basketball. I don't know why we ever let that happen. This belongs to the NBA. And last night, you had two decent NBA games that came right down to the wire. One of them went to overtime. One of them was, of course, ending at like 1 in the morning because it was out west. But Lakers and Golden State went down to the final few minutes, and Golden State pulled it out. Here's what I want to tell you. NBA on NBC is such a win for the NBA. Because when I have watched the TNT crew before, I love Charles and Shaq and Kenny and Ernie. They did a great job. They're going to be on ESPN now. But I've watched that pregame show. I watched a lot of the ESPN pregame show, which involves Stephen A. and Kedrick Perkins just like yelling about things that I don't care about. I watched this NBA on NBC pregame show, and it had this shocking thing called analysis about the actual games we were about to watch. They seemed like they actually were interested in the games that were about to be played, and they were excited to broadcast them for you. I thought that was a fun change.
Well, to be fair, these are 4 of the best teams in the league. So that is, and it's opening night. So.
I would say 2 of the best teams.
Yes, and that would have been the first game.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know about that second game. That's 2 of the.
Those are the AARP. If those teams can stay healthy, they could be good, but not banking on it.
No, but to your point, I know what you mean. Yes,
that's messed up.
You're right.
That's messed up.
We'll see what their coverage is when it's like middle of January and it's 2 teams that were supposed to be good. They have them on the schedule, but they have both been underwhelming. Yeah, that could absolutely be a thing where maybe those games aren't as good. But I feel like NBC's coverage in general, like they get sharper angles. They get the camera work is better. Everything is better about their broadcast. The only problem I had last night watching this NBA game was that Mike Tirico multiple times, and you know what? Mostly he was good. He is a good addition to the NBA broadcast crew.
You hate Mike Tirico.
I think this isn't debatable like Tyvus's hate with Russ. This is factual.
I think he's overrated. But mostly he was good last night. Here was my problem. I'm watching this game. In the first 5 minutes, he's like, play clock down to 3. And I'm like, the play clock? It's not NFL.
Mode. He's a human.
Come on, it's the shot clock.
It's October.
No, I don't. This man is paid millions of dollars. I didn't ask him to do 18 hours of Olympic coverage every year or every day of the Olympics. I didn't ask him to do all these NFL games. He chose to do that. And now he chose to do NBA games. Call it right. It's a shot clock, not the play clock.
You mean to tell me that little thing bothered you?
It takes me out of it. I'm watching the game, and he's the play clock's down there. He's like, oh, well, they better call a timeout. You know
what? You are.
So they can don't get a flag for delay a game.
You truly are a Mike Tirico hater.
The one thing that
Michigan man, by the way,
that bothered me, and we talked
about he lives in Ann Arbor, and he's a Syracuse grad. 2 things I hate: Syracuse broadcasters and elitist Ann Arbor people. No, I'm not a fan of his.
But them hyping up that they were going to have Michael Jordan on their coverage just for it to be a pre-taped interview with Mike Tirico.
That was a miss.
That was messed up.
That's what hurt my feelings.
That was a miss. I agree with you on that.
They definitely gassed it up like he was going to be live, giving his analysis.
No. That's nothing what you got.
No.
You got him talking about how he actually doesn't even know how to play basketball anymore, which was kind of depressing.
Yeah, because
why kill the vibe with that? Just say, no, I love basketball. I still shoot a basketball every day. Lie to me, Michael Jordan. Tell me that it's real.
No, he lied to you when he said he hasn't touched a basketball.
Oh, I think that's a lie. I agree with you. That has to be a lie. Has to be a lie.
He's like, do you see any basketball stuff in here? I'm like, no, not in this room of your huge mansion.
Not your living room, you weirdo. But I presume there's a basketball arena in your backyard.
You probably have an underground lair with the full court.
Come on. All right, big NFL questions answered next when we hit the huddle. It's T-Bone and Tyvus on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Got a new crash report on the roads this time around. It's happening over on our west side by Hilliard this morning. The right shoulder is currently blocked on 270. That's southbound direction just past Roberts Road. And right before that 70 intersection this morning, do be mindful, noticing some slowdowns out there. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Fan traffic is sponsored by Behind the O. Buckeye fans, Behind the O is now in the App Store. Free for fans, NIL for athletes. Download the Behind the O app today.
Dormar, your climate hero.
When your furnace or air conditioner is broke, we come out that same day. Dormar, home the Tin Man. 1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now.
1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
At Great Lakes Hyundai, the savings are so good.
just announced. Get 0% financing for 60 months on all 2025 Tucson and Tucson hybrids. Columbus or Dublin or glakeshyundai.com with approved credit ends 11/3.
Feeling stuck on your own 10-yard line in the career game? Maybe it's time to just go for IT. My Computer Career has the game plan to score a rewarding new IT career in months. Whether you're a rookie, a breakout career changer, or a military veteran ready to serve. Why spend years chasing a college degree when you can fast track your future in IT starting now? Take your mark, get set, go for IT. Take the free career evaluation at mycomputercareer.edu today. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
Hey Central Ohio, it's Andrew from Home Team Solutions, and yes, we buy houses for cash the easy way. We've been buying houses for over 20 years and we've seen it all. Whether you've inherited a property, you're behind on payments, the house needs work, or just want to avoid the hassle of listing, we've got you covered. No repairs, no clean out, no stress, just a fair cash offer and you pick the closing date. We've helped hundreds of homeowners sell fast and hassle-free, and we're proud to have 5-star reviews all across Central Ohio and an A+ rating with the BBB. If you're ready to sell your house the easy way, call Home Team Solutions at 614-962-SELL. That's 614-962-7355, or visit us online at selltohometeam.com. Home Team Solutions, local, trusted, and family-owned. Again, that's 614-962-SELL. 614-962-7355 or selltohometeam.com.
Your game day headquarters is here at ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus, the only place to watch and win. Catch every play on more than 30 TVs and over 50 feet of video wall. Score tickets, signed professional and college sports memorabilia, and pen cash prizes. Join the watch parties for every home team game with a tailgate buffet and bucket specials. Plus, get official game day swag with every table reservation. Game day lives here, only at Hollywood Casino Columbus. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-58-99966.
Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter. After years of playing college and NFL football and always searching for that edge to keep my body right, to make sure I was always in peak physical condition, I was getting beat up, I was getting older, and I needed something to help me out. And that's something, well, I didn't want it to be surgery. And so I went to see my friends at QC Kinetics. I brought my dad with me. I needed my knee helped, so did he. And they did a great job. They helped use our own body's biologics to heal us. So we went there, we talked to Dr. Ray Tesner. He's the founder of Grant Sports Medicine. So you know that he knows what he's talking about. And you don't have to have surgery. There's no knife. It's a simple injection, not a hospital stay. It's fast and it's all natural. So whether it's back, knees, hips, shoulders, they've got you covered. Call QC Kinetics today for a free consultation with Dr. Ray Tesner and his team. Look beyond that same old remedy that you've been looking for. Call 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544 or go to qckinetics.com/Columbus today.
They're trained. They're fired up.
Let's do it.
When you need heat, they can't be beat. They're Ohio State's undefeated heating and cooling team. For plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling, there's only one team. The Waterworks. Better care, better value, better results. Call the Waterworks at 614-232-2222 or visit them online at thewaterworks.com. A proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Did you know Byers Airport Subaru is the oldest Subaru retailer in the entire country? And just like a veteran quarterback, we've been delivering winning drives for generations right here by the airport. At Byers, we treat every customer like part of the team because that's what keeps us in the game season after season. From tailgates to road trips, we've got the perfect Subaru to get you there. Kick off your next adventure at columbussubaru.com or visit us by the airport. Byers Auto, driving the next generation of buyers.
Dormar, you're kind of hero.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars, Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus.
Good morning, I'm Dylan Gonzalez. The Columbus Blue Jackets were in Dallas last night taking on the Stars. Jackets captain Boone Jenner had an assist and a power play goal in the first period, and the Jackets went on to beat the Stars 5-1. The basketball Buckeyes landed a big-time recruit in Ohio's very own Anthony Thompson. Thompson is a 5-star recruit and chose Ohio State over the likes of Indiana and Texas. Thompson is OSU's highest-rated recruit since 2014. And finally, we had two NBA games last night, the first being an overtime thriller between the Houston Rockets Rockets and the Oklahoma City Thunder. OKC ended up winning that one in double overtime by a final score of 25-24. And in the latter matchup, the Golden State Warriors beat the LA Lakers 119-109. This update was sponsored by BMI Federal Credit Union. Enjoy lower rates than the national average, plus a special rate on balance transfers with the Visa Platinum or Visa with Rewards credit card.
In terms of the Waffle House menu, Tyvus covered and smothered his opponents. Meanwhile, T-Bone is a chunk of hash who's often covered in gravy. I'm not sure what that means either. This is T-Bone and Tyvus.
We will be joined by Rick Nash coming up at 8:30. Jackets getting the victory in Dallas last night, 5-1. Nice performance by Elvis in goal. Great performance by the team in general. They had 2 power play goals. They killed off a penalty. It's great to see. That's the Jackets' effort that we want to see. So we will talk with the director of hockey ops, Rick Nash, for your Columbus Blue Jackets coming up at 8:30. Also, if you want more hockey, 2:30 today, Hockey and Hounds, Zach Wierenski will join Rothman and Ice. So make sure you stick around for that. We also had Meat Sweats, one of our tweeters, who posted to us and said, a soft-boiled egg marinated in soy sauce and served with ramen is the greatest thing ever.
That still don't sound, maybe it's healthy, but that don't sound good to me.
I don't know whether it's healthy or not, but he had earlier said something about a soy egg, and we were all confused.
Yes.
But what he's talking about is the egg that you get. Like if you go to a ramen place and they put that like sliced hard-boiled egg in your ramen, okay, that's a different thing. I'm not also a fan of that, but I get that's very. I didn't know what he meant when he said a soy egg. I just wasn't aware of that.
Tyvus, you have to try the egg ramen pasta combination. I'm telling you, it's life changing. I was just like you. And didn't think it would be a thing.
So let me get this right. You want me to make some ramen noodles and make a hard-boiled egg?
What is everybody loves ramen noodle? What are you talking about? Ramen noodles. Come on. We got to go get some ramen noodles. No, we go to a place where they do it. You can make it at home, but let's go to a place where they do this for real.
There's a place in Bridge Park. Come to my neck of the woods.
Go eat some ramen noodles with a sliced egg in it.
You said you like boiled eggs, do you not?
I do, but
okay.
I never thought to mix the two.
Well, that's what experimenting with new flavors are all about.
I like noodles and I like eggs, but I like them separately.
Maybe you'll like them together. You never know. I'm just telling you.
Like the carbonara I was telling you about, where they put the egg on top.
Have you ever had pasta carbonara?
No.
Great. It's delicious. And an egg is involved in that too.
I'm not big on the let's just try anything.
It's not just anything. It's a well-established delicacy that lots of people enjoy.
Here's what I propose. We go to Fish. We say this is a show thing. We get a Mitchell's gift card.
Great.
Go to Valentina's.
Okay.
Get the carbonara.
Perfect. That sounds good. And we'll also go to a ramen place, or as you said,
there's a ramen place right down the street.
And everybody loves ramen place, and we'll go there and eat that, and that'll be fine. You don't seem like you're up for this. We gotta go. You gotta branch out. You gotta try new things.
No,
come on.
No.
Also,
no.
Justin says you weren't upper class when you open up a Cool Whip container and find leftovers. Accurate. That is, he said many times, I was disappointed in my childhood. Same, buddy. I was right there with you.
The biggest questions in the NFL are answered right here. Welcome to the Huddle.
All right, Dylan, Huddle question number 1. Let's get some NFL discussion going here.
All right, so Woody Johnson threw some shade at our boy Justin Fields. Here's what he had to say.
Well, it looks like he's turning around parts of it. You know, it's hard when you have a quarterback with, with a rating that we got. You know, he has the ability, but something just is not jiving. But if you look at any head coach with a quarterback like that, you're going to see similar results.
So he was being an Aaron Glenn apologist in that clip, basically saying that it's hard to win when you have the quarterback play like they've had.
That's good.
So what are your guys' thoughts on Woody Johnson throwing Justin Fields under the bus for their winless season?
One, he sounds like an owner.
Yeah.
Which crazy part is you knew what type of player. This one bothers me. You knew the type of player that he was when you signed him. You knew what made him good in the NFL, and that was his ability to run and extend plays. Yet you paid him, and you made him your quarterback. Now you shocked that he can't make throws? Like, that don't make sense to me. Like, you should have done your own report. And then to say his rating, like, that's just something that you going off. You ain't paying attention to the game. You going off of stats and all those things. So he sounds like an owner. they should, if they didn't want him, they should, if they're going to have him as the quarterback, then they should tailor to his strengths. Maybe do more quarterback runs or something like that. I don't know. But obviously, when you talk about a stand in the pocket and throw the ball, no, he's not that consistent. He hasn't been that consistent. But you should have known that before you signed him.
I just want to add, are we sure that he's actually talking about a passer rating and not the Madden rating that his son sent him in the group chat?
Too.
Because remember, that was the thing, was his kids were coming in and saying, like, Dad, this guy's awesome on Madden. And he's like, no, we didn't do that. What rating are you talking about, moron? Why don't you go back and work for the State Department or whatever you were doing before when you didn't run the team? How about
ambassador for England?
Yes, that's right. That's what he was. Whoops, I almost said Morningwood, not that. Huddle question number 2, Dylan. Go right ahead.
So after falling to 1-5, the Ravens removed the players' ping pong table, video game consoles, basketball hoop, and cornhole boards from the locker room to steal from Bishop and Friends. Is this a thing or not a thing?
I don't know if it's a thing or not a thing, but it doesn't seem like it's a thing that typically works, in my opinion. But I haven't been in an NFL locker room. Tyvis, does that work when teams do that?
No, I mean, I don't understand. I guess you're trying to say that they need to lock in more, but the thing is, the reason why the Ravens are where they are is not because they're not locked in. It's because they've dealt with injuries. And I don't know what taking that stuff out of the locker room is going to do, because if they're not healthy, they're just not healthy. Like, that's part of the game. So
it helps your legs and your joints and your ligaments and your hamstrings heal quicker.
What it does is it makes it feel like a job instead of something that you enjoy doing. That's what it does, and it's a terrible idea.
It felt like they're being treated like children. Like they're grounded. That's how when I saw this story, I was like, that's like parent-child relationship behavior.
It really is. Like, if you can't trust, if you genuinely think your players are going to be spending more time doing ping pong than doing their jobs, then you don't have the right people there. That's always been my thing in the office, where it's like, I have to see how long you're logged in on your email. I have to know a TPS report on my desk every day. If that's how you have to run your office, you don't have the right people working there. Because if you can't trust your employees to be adults and do their jobs, then you don't know how to manage. And it feels like with John Harbaugh, that should raise more questions about, is he the right guy for this job moving forward? But that's a topic for another day.
Could you imagine if we had bad ratings on the station and Fish took Pop-A-Shot and ping pong away?
Yeah.
There'd be riots in the streets.
There would be. And also, it wouldn't fix anything, because I don't think anybody cares that we play that stuff. If the ratings are good or bad, it shouldn't matter. It should matter about, like, if we get paid or not, but, like, not if you're playing Pop-A-Shot. Be an adult. Do your job. Huddle question number 3.
So the Chiefs blew out the Raiders last Sunday and are 10.5-point favorites against the Commanders. Patrick Mahomes is also the betting favorite for MVP. Are the Chiefs back, baby?
No. I would say so. Rashee Rice looks like, I mean, all of those receivers look like they're having some really good years there. So I think it's going to be hard to try to stop them right now. And even Travis Kelce had a really solid game last week. The only thing about them is their defense can continue to hold teams off. And so far, they've been playing pretty well. So I would say so. Even though the Raiders is not a really good team, so just them blowing the Raiders out, that's not what I'm talking about. I just think that having all their pieces back together like that. Did they ever get Josh Simmons back for this game?
No. Last I heard, he's still just not with the team. And in fact, I want to say that I feel like even ownership was asked about him, and they said, I have no comment on that. So I don't know what's going on there. That's a very weird situation. I would say on the Chiefs thing, more impressive to me is them beating that Lions team, because you saw what the Lions did to the Buccaneers this week on Monday Night Football. Lions look like a team that is back in the top 2 or 3 teams in the NFC at the very least, and maybe a Super Bowl contender. So the fact the Chiefs went up against them and won that game a couple weeks ago, I think that has more to do with them being, air quotes, back. I do wonder this, though, like, having Rashee Rice back, does that give you a bump for a few weeks offensively? And then defenses go, oh, okay, this is what they're doing. And that adjustment, is it, if this happened in mid-December, maybe that's too big of a thing that defenses could adjust to by the time you get to the playoffs. But I feel like this early on, teams will figure out what to do with that new iteration for that offense.
Well,
so
like,
I wonder how
speed out there.
It is a lot of speed. You're right.
Tyvis kind of alluded to it. It's like this is the first game that they have like Pacheco healthy, Kareem Hunt, Kelce, Rashee Rice, like all of them together playing at once. Like, this is really the first time. Xavier Worthy, I don't know if I mentioned him. Like, this is the first time that they're all healthy or not suspended and playing together.
All right. See, that's something to keep an eye on for sure. I still have my doubts about this team being as dominant as they were a few years ago. But hey, look, Andy Reid's a good coach. It's not like he doesn't know what he's doing. Pat Mahomes knows what he's doing as a quarterback. So you have those two things right, a lot of other things can fall into place. One Big Ten coach says to throw out the records, but not about his rival. We'll tell you what he's talking about next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Noticing 2 crashes throughout the metro. The first one happening over on the west side by Hilliard. 270, that's southbound direction, just past Roberts Road, where a right shoulder is currently blocked. Also noticing one just south of our city, just east of Commercial Point, really, happening on 23, that's southbound direction as you're heading outside of downtown, just past Pickaway Road, where a left lane is currently blocked. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
A government shutdown affects everybody. It means missed paychecks for our troops. It means delays for critical services for ordinary Americans. And it disrupts the work Congressman Mike Carey does to deliver results for his constituents. Like voting for the Social Security Fairness Act to get public servants like police, firefighters, and teachers their full Social Security benefits on time and without delay. Mike Carey also voted for a continuing resolution to keep the government open while budget negotiations continue. It passed the House with bipartisan support, but failed to pass the Senate, and the government still shuttered. Congressman Mike Carey urges our senators to put politics aside and reopen our government before innocent Americans are harmed further by the shutdown. To learn more about Congressman Mike Carey's bipartisan efforts to reopen our government, call Congressman Carey's office at 614-927-6902 or visit carey.house.gov. Paid for with official funds from the office of Mike Carey.
At Kroger, you never compromise. You get high quality and low prices. Like you never compromise your meal with our spring salad mix that's guaranteed fresh. And you never compromise your budget with low prices in every aisle. Kroger shoppers never compromise. Kroger. Fresh for everyone.
Right now, 1 pound packs of Private Selection 80% lean Angus ground beef chuck are only $4.99 each with your card. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Give the gift everyone wants. Fun in your own game room. Billiards Plus has gifts for everyone. Pool tables, shuffleboard tables, card tables, grills, and more. With professional delivery and installation, you'll beat the last-minute scramble. Reserve yours now. Billiards Plus on Dublin Center Drive in Dublin.
Hi, I'm Rick Germain for Toyota West. And with over 600 new and pre-owned vehicles available, Toyota West at I-270 and Georgesville Road has the car you're looking for. And right now at Toyota West, take advantage of 0 down and 0 payments until 2026. And every pre-owned vehicle comes with a 72-hour exchange policy plus a 3-month warranty for qualified vehicles. Come see us at the Germain Auto Mall on Georgesville Road or get started today at ToyotaWest.com. Offer expires 10/31. No payments for deferred payment. Interest accrues at time of inception with approved credit.
Columbus, the Blue Jackets schedule is out. And you can lock in your seats with ticket plans starting at just 11 games. Don't miss a moment of the action. Visit BlueJackets.com.
Welcome to Tire Discounters. Oh, hiya, Phantom.
Mike, you may be in big trouble with Chip Wood.
Our owner?
Free oil changes along with alignment
on any 4-tire purchase.
And Goodyear's up to $200 off?
Yeah.
Sorry, Mike, but I'm telling.
But the Wood family is behind all this.
Oh, those rascals.
But don't tell the accountants.
Of course not. And what do they do again?
Buy any set of 4 tires at Tire Discounters and get a free alignment and oil change. Make them Goodyear's and save up to $200 more. See store for details.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy real estate as is fast for cash. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family. I even buy my tenants won't pay me the rent houses. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
Help DEA keep our communities safe and healthy by participating in National Prescription Drug Take-Back Day, Saturday, October 25th. Take action right in your own home by cleaning out your medicine cabinet of unneeded medications. Keep them safe, clean them out, take them back. Find a collection site near you at DEATakeback.com. Do your part to lower overdose deaths and prevent prescription drug misuse before it starts. That's DEATakeback.com.
Did you know Austin and Berm host a show at Roosters? And did you know that Roosters is giving away 12 ultimate Buckeye experiences? Tickets, sideline passes, trips to a postseason game, and more. Register today at roosterswings.com. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Extra layers this morning. It is mostly cloudy and chilly. We have gusty winds, which adds the wind chill, and temperatures going to start off in the 30s to low 40s. As we go into the day today, we will struggle to get into the mid to low 50s, and with gusty winds, it will feel like we're in the 40s. Cloudy skies for us, maybe a stray shower or two. Otherwise, cloudy becoming partly cloudy overnight, with our lows in the mid to upper 30s to low 40s, but with the winds getting up to 15 miles per hour, could feel even colder than that. For The Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with a 10 weather impact forecast.
We test marketed naming the show A Guy and His Butlers.
Oh, that is very touching.
But we thought Bishop and Friends had a better ring to it.
Weekday mornings at 9.
The Fan. 2 men, 1 appendix. This is T-Bone and Tyvis.
The moment I walked into Caps, I knew I was in the right place for my NeoGraft treatment. Caps is state-of-the-art, clean, sleek, and built for people who take aesthetics seriously. Their technology is top tier, and the whole experience felt professional from start to finish. As men, we hit the gym, some of us more than others. We care about our style, so why not our hair and skin too? There's nothing vain about wanting to feel good. Caps made it easy, honest, and judgment-free. No pressure, just real people helping me make the best decision for myself. Make the best choice for yourself with Caps by visiting experiencecaps.com.
So Kurt Cignetti, Indiana's newly minted head coach. I mean, he's already been their head coach, but he just got a mint, is what I probably should say there. Getting another gigantic contract, good for him. Indiana, number 2 in the country and 7-0 right now. They are playing UCLA on Big Noon Kick this weekend. UCLA did not have the greatest start to their season, right?
No, but they turned it around.
Well, last few weeks, they've started to look a lot better. Here is Kurt Cignetti talking about this new UCLA that they're playing.
UCLA, we're playing a 3-0 football team that's undefeated. That's 3-0 in the conference. Since they have retooled their staff and now have their new defensive coordinator and offensive staff in place. Very impressive football team.
Yeah.
You know what's just shocking about UCLA?
What's that?
I don't think a lot of people realize. You know, they 3-1 in the conference.
Oh, I do. Yeah, that's exactly. I mean, they lost their first game that they played where I think Tim Skipper had taken over, but they hadn't made all the changes yet to the
They lost to
coordinators.
Northwestern by 3 points.
Yes, but they played that one close. And that was when I think at the time everyone said
17-14, yeah.
whoever wins that game, that's going to be like their one conference victory. Not realizing that both Northwestern and UCLA would go on to beat Penn State in following weeks. But yeah, since that game, UCLA has rolled off 3 straight victories. So
UCLA controls their own destiny to make the Big Ten championship.
Technically, yeah.
Then that means
they beat Indiana. I mean, technically.
Then doesn't that mean they control their own destiny to make the college football playoffs?
Yes, it does.
Because if you win the Big Ten,
you in.
Then you're in. So again, that's not very likely. We obviously know they play Indiana. They play Ohio State in a few weeks too. So yeah, like it gets noticeably tougher for UCLA, and I don't think this Indiana game is going to be particularly close. It's a current line of 25.5 for Indiana, but I don't blame Kurt Cignetti for taking that angle on it because your players need it. They're hearing a lot about how great you are. They're seeing the numbers. They know they're ranked highly, all that stuff. Ultimately, you got to go out and perform. And if you need extra motivation against UCLA, I can't blame them. You definitely don't want your players coming out going, oh, yeah, man, after the first quarter, this is over. Can't think like that against anyone in the Big Ten, and you shouldn't.
You know how sick it would be if UCLA beat Indiana?
Let me tell you.
I would be like, that is a shame. All this hype, and it just got flushed down the toilet. They'd probably fall out the rankings.
You know what's crazy? If they were...
Oh, they wouldn't fall out the rankings. They'd fall far, though.
They're not... I want to be clear. I'm not predicting anything that UCLA is doing. They're not beating Indiana, I don't think, right? But if they were to win that game, I'm playing Tyvis's favorite game called Let's Pull Up Their Schedule.
They still got to play the Buckeyes, and it's not happening.
But here's... Yeah, and you're right.
Nico revenge game, baby.
It ain't happening.
No.
Not with them. Not with what he got over there.
Well, what I was going to say is, what happens if, let's say, they beat Indiana, lose to the Buckeyes, but win the rest of their games? Where would that put them? Because that would then give them
2 losses. They ain't going to the Big Ten championship, so they'll be irrelevant.
You're exactly right. Because then it's the fact that they have those 4 stacked up to begin with. You really can't overcome that. But yeah, I don't see any way that they're winning out. And even if they did, I don't think they would beat whoever they faced in the Big Ten championship game. But no, it's a cool story for UCLA, and I get why Kurt Cignetti's trying to fire up his guys. I do not think that game will be particularly close.
No, when I saw that quote from Coach Cignetti, I thought, whatever you need to tell yourself.
Sure, of course. And also, that's part of his job.
The spread 25.5.
Yeah, it is. Woo! But you're right. With Nico Iamaleava actually being kind of unleashed here, where they've let him play in an offense that actually, and this is a wild concept, fits what he does, as opposed to trying to make him do stuff that he is not good at. Like, yeah, credit to their offensive coaching staff. Credit to Jerry Neuheisel, Rick's son, who is now running the offense there, doing a very good job. I think there's going to be a bit of a talent issue, and I do think it's going to be a lot more of a just overall Indiana's a better team top to bottom. So that said, UCLA, I would not touch this game from a betting standpoint because I don't feel confident that I know enough about UCLA under this new regime. They are capable of a lot more than they previously were. I don't think they're capable of this upset, but nothing would really surprise me with them at this point in the season. So I'm interested to watch that game on the bye week for sure. Brett Bielema was talking about what he's rooting for because, of course, they have 2 losses, but those 2 losses are to the number 1 and number 2 teams in the country, being Ohio State and Indiana.
Literally, the best thing that we can have happen for us is the Indiana and Ohio State continue to win out and play in the Big Ten championship game. I mean, I'm a big believer in that one. Did have someone made reference, right, that if if the CFPs came out right now with us losing to 1 and 2 and beating USC when they're ranked and some of the things that we've accomplished and the people that we've played have accomplished, be very realistic to think that we'd be pretty high in that ranking.
I mean, I don't know if there is a lot of room for a team that lost by 50, right? I mean, which they did to Indiana. That's a tough one, even though it's only 2 losses. If Illinois were to win out, that's a tough one to come back from. I think the College Football Playoff Selection Committee would have a really difficult time looking at that Illinois team and saying, yeah, but the 2 times they played good competition, they got it handed to them. And even that Ohio State game, you were there, Dylan, it wasn't particularly close. It wasn't the performance necessarily all Buckeye fans were looking for, but it wasn't close.
I mean, as someone who picked Illinois to make the CFP before the season started, like I'm all in Brett Bielema's camp, but I don't know. Here's what I don't understand, and I'm going to take a deep breath before I start talking about this.
Okay.
Why is Notre Dame ranked so much higher than Illinois? I don't understand it. Notre Dame has their 2 losses to A&M and Miami. Miami not looking that great right now after, a 4-pick performance from Carson Beck. Like Brett said, number 1 and number 2 in the country, those are the teams they lost to. They both have common opponents in Purdue and USC that they both beat. If you want to say that Notre Dame's slightly better than Illinois, I would understand. But number 12 and number 23, the gap is not there. It's Notre Dame bias. Like Tyvis is saying, it's unbelievable. Like, and here's let's play Tyvis's other favorite game. Look at Notre Dame's schedule. They end with Boston College, Navy, Pitt, Syracuse, and Stanford. They're not adding to their resume.
Oh no, I know.
I don't understand. So Notre Dame is plopped here at number 12, and they're going to win out when they play against the children of the poor, and they're going to get in the college football playoff. But Illinois, if they win out, like you're saying, they're going to be on the bubble.
Well,
why?
Hold on.
Why?
I think, one, good that you took a deep breath. Take another one because you're going to need it. But here would be my counter argument to what you're saying. Like we talked about, doesn't the margin of victory matter a little bit? Like if you said, hey, Illinois has only lost 2 games to the 1 and 2 teams, same with Notre Dame, they've lost to 2 top 5 teams. What's the difference? Well, I can easily tell you, and anyone who's going to look at this beyond just 2 losses would say, yeah, didn't Notre Dame lose those 2 games by a combined score of less than 10 or 7 or something like that?
But Ohio State and Indiana are significantly better than A&M and Miami right now.
I think that, you think that, and I think most people should agree with that. But the reality is Notre Dame played their 2 toughest games that they lost. They played those games close. You're right, they don't really have huge signature wins to go beyond that because I don't think that USC win is going to hold up great.
That's probably going to be both their best wins of the season.
Yeah, you're right. They have a common opponent there. Both those teams did. And again, Notre Dame beat USC handedly, whereas
they won by 10. Illinois won by 2.
Illinois had to come back and win that game on a last-second play. But what I'm saying is we can do all those arguments. All that stuff is real. I would be very curious to see. The other reason I would say take a deep breath is I would be curious to see where the College Football Playoff Selection Committee, when they put their first poll out, which I believe is coming out the week after the Penn State game. Yes. Ohio State, Penn State is next Saturday. Does it come out Sunday or Monday, whenever they do that? Tuesday's the first 4th. One, and then
Well, you know what's going to happen, right? Y'all going to sit here and beat the drum for Illinois, and Illinois should be higher, and they're going to go out there and lose to Washington.
They might.
Saturday. That's exactly
They're 4.5 point dogs.
1,000% book it. That's exactly what's going to happen.
I want to be clear. I'm not beating the drum for any of these Big Ten teams. Be good. I shouldn't have to prop you up as an Ohio State fan. I shouldn't have to care. And quite honestly, I don't know that I necessarily do. But if we're going to talk about and have the intellectual argument of who's better, Notre Dame or Illinois, I can understand why people think Notre Dame is. And I don't think it's just bias. I think it is, if it was reverse the helmets, and if Notre Dame had lost by 50 to one of those teams and Illinois had played both teams close, I would think it would be that Illinois would be up at 12.
Notre Dame wouldn't be the number 23 team in the country, and Illinois wouldn't be at 12. I don't think so. I think the gap would be closer. Right. That's my point.
Maybe a little closer.
And also, I'm kind of like looking into the future with this. I feel like Illinois might be the best chance for the Big Ten to get a 4th team in. Right now, Ohio State, Indiana, Oregon seem like the only locks. A bunch of teams just jumbled in there after that. I don't want to see 5 or 6 SEC teams in the playoffs. I don't want to see it. I don't know about you guys.
I agree that I don't necessarily need to see those SEC teams get all this love, but the other part of that is put them in there. Let everybody find out just how bad they are. Let them play Ohio State and Indiana and Oregon and get smoked by double digits multiple times. Maybe that'll shut everybody up for a while. All right, we're going to switch gears and talk to the director of hockey operations for your Columbus Blue Jackets. He is kind of a legend in his own right. Number 61, Rick Nash, joins us next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Noticing a lot of drivers on the roads right now, especially if you're coming out from Dublin, Powell, and Worthington. The north side just looking really busy. 270 and 315 getting slower and slower by the hour we go. Also noticing some congestion really building for folks over on the east side by Kahana and by the airport. 270 southbound looking pretty red already on our time safer traffic map, but really dropping when you're approaching 670 in that westbound direction, looking at 18 miles per hour out there. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Back to doing what I love and more. Thanks to the Good Feet store.
Visit the Good Feet store today. Walk-ins are always welcome. Visit the Good Feet store on Polaris Parkway near the Polaris Mall or on Stringtown Road at Grove City.
Care Heating and Cooling. Honest technicians, honest pricing. Call 1-800-COOLING.
Your game day headquarters is here at ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus. The only place to watch and win. Catch every play on more than 30 TVs and over 50 feet of video wall. Score tickets, signed professional and college sports memorabilia, and pen cash prizes. Join the watch parties for every home team game with a tailgate buffet and bucket specials. Plus, get official game day swag with every table reservation. Game day lives here, only at Hollywood Casino Columbus. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966.
Do you feel the nip in the air? Oh, baby, people think summer's driving season. They're wrong. You spend more time in your car this time of year taking your dirty, annoying kids to dirty, annoying things. Go see my friends at Germain Lexus. They have special rates as low as 4.49% on their most popular models, including the 2026 TX350. Lease a 2026 NX for as low as $449 per month. And if new isn't your thing, they have plenty of L's certified inventory on the lot. Stop in and see them. Germain Lexus of Dublin and Easton. GermainLexus.com.
T-Bone and Tyvis is presented by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Sign up today at Awaken180weightloss.com.
T-Bone and Tyvis present Talking Jackets. Talking Jackets.
There's a score! A turnover by the Islanders and Adam Fantilli. One more time. Puts it in the net.
You look inside the world of the Columbus Blue Jackets.
Sponsored by Care Heating and Cooling. Call 1-800-COOLING. When you need a company you can trust.
Very excited to have Director of Hockey Ops for your Columbus Blue Jackets, a legend in his own right, 61, Rick Nash, joining us on the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. Rick, thanks for getting up this morning. We appreciate it.
Hey, good morning to you guys. No problem.
So encouraging signs last night in Dallas, right? I think this is one of the times where early in the season you've had really good efforts from your goaltending. You've had some solid efforts in most of these games, but the results, for whatever reason, just didn't get there. Last night, the goal scoring was there too, and they win 5-1. What does that mean for the organization to have a nice, kind of encouraging game actually result in a win there?
Yeah, we knew the start to this season was going to be huge, and obviously after the first 4, it was a little concerning, but we had to bounce back in the last 2. As you said, goaltending has been great. Both guys have been playing very well, and it was a huge win last night. Dallas is a true Stanley Cup contender, and they obviously have been going far the last couple of years. So it was a good test for our guys, and I thought they played great.
Rick, all this season, well, the beginning of this season, everybody's been complaining about power play goals, scoring. They got it done last night. What did you see them do differently?
Yeah, well, it's interesting. Special teams is such a huge part, and I feel like if it's early on in the season, if it's the middle of the season, or if it's the playoffs, if you can win the special teams game, you have a pretty good. At least you better your odds or chances of winning the actual game. And sometimes coming out of training camp early on, no matter what sport it is, it's tough to get 25 guys on the same page to have that chemistry during a power play or penalty kill. I think as we move forward and into last night, we kept things a lot more simple and just kind of directed pucks at the net, not overhandle things, and on the PK is just kind of make easy reads and make sure you get your clears.
Rick Nash joining us on the Brian Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. I feel like it has to be important for these goaltenders, especially Elvis has been, through a lot here with the Jackets and, had his ups and downs. A lot of people have had their doubts about him, but yet he early on this season has looked as good as any goaltender in the NHL. His save percentage is up there with anybody. I think it has to be rewarding for him, right? To finally get, some W's to go with that, right?
For sure. As a professional athlete, it's definitely always nice to see results when you put the work in. And Elvis puts all the work in, and he's a guy that wants to be the best in the league and help the team as much as he can. And you're right. Sometimes you put all that work in and you don't see the results, and it can be frustrating. At the same time, it's a team sport, and you can have individual success, but at the end of the day, when the team has success, that's when your individual success kind of takes new levels.
Rick, you got like 6 records with the Blue Jackets. The one I want to talk to you about is the goals. You had 289. Boone is climbing up that ladder. Do you think he can catch you?
Oh, I think he will. He's obviously a big part of this organization. Records are made to be broken, and for my 10 years here in Columbus, it was a great time. But it's fun to be around now and on the business side and seeing all these records get passed.
Well, how much fun is it for you when you have some young players that you get to work with, like an Adam Fantilli, who was you were in those shoes, what that feels like to kind of have the entirety of the organization's hopes and dreams kind of pinned on you at a very early stage in your career. The league's changed. This organization has changed since you first got here, but how much similarity do you see in what you and Adam Fantilli are dealing with, and how much does he kind of lean on you for a little advice here and there?
Yeah, and I'm not around the big club probably as much as I would like to be, and in Adam's case, obviously he's done a tremendous job in taking his game to the next level. It's a tough thing to do when you're a young guy coming into an organization and there's so many expectations around you. But I think he's handled it well. I think in order for our organization to have success, we're going to have to see all our young guys take another step, and that's including Marchenko and Voronkov and Sillinger and Johnson, Matejchuk, and obviously Adam. I like our core of the guys I just mentioned, our young core, and then you kind of sprinkle in the older guys as well. But Adam's got some great veterans, guys like Monahan and Boone and Zach, that he can learn from, and I think he already has. And it's time for him to step it up and be a star in this league and kind of take our organization to the next level.
Rick Nash joining us on the Brian Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. Like you said, I know you've had a lot to do with the development of this roster and some of these younger guys and seeing their progression as things come up. And you got to keep your eye on the future, but obviously on the present too. I know a lot of fans in the offseason, I think, were looking for maybe some more moves in the offseason. There were some moves made. Maybe some fans, myself included, wanted to see a few more. But that all said, it seems like the strategy from the Jackets was we're betting on ourselves. We're betting on the development that's already been put in place. We're betting on a lot of these higher draft picks that have happened. And we're going to bet that strategy is going to work out if those guys can stay healthy and develop. So how much pressure does that kind of put on you guys internally when you're trusting that plan now and you've got to see that come to fruition?
Yeah, it's an interesting conversation. More moves around free agency usually means lots of long-term contracts for lots of money. When we have a lot of young guys that are going to be coming up, and when you follow the NHL, you see these young guys getting locked in for years and years. Whether it's Nazar in Chicago, Hudson in Montreal. So the landscape of the game is changing. You're kind of losing your bridge deals for these. For out of entry level contracts. So we have to be careful and make sure we have the space to take care of our young core, which we believe in. So, could we go sign, a couple 30-year-olds to long-term contracts? Probably. But, in the big picture, we believe in our young core, and we think that's going to be our key to being a successful organization.
Rick, I got to ask you the most important question you're going to get asked today. We had an argument earlier today about pie. Are you a pie guy? I believe it's overrated, Rick. Are you a pie guy?
You know what? I don't shy away from any desserts, whether it's pumpkin pie or banana cream pie, cherry pie, apple pie. So anything, I got a sweet tooth. Anything sweet, I'm not going to shy away from.
See, the specific question was pie or cake, I think is kind of where we went. I was more on the cake side of things, but if you look at me, that would not be a surprise. That's not.
Yeah. I mean,
I too don't shy away from a cake.
Yeah. We got to figure out what kind of cake and what flavor. I mean, we got to go deep into this if we're going to do it.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Well, maybe another conversation, we can do that for sure. I know you guys have a home game coming up Friday night against the Caps, and then it's a back-to-back. I know the back-to-back stuff gets made a lot of in the NHL, but you've lived that, you've done that. What is the best thing that these guys can keep in mind as they've got to do that type of turnaround, playing a home game in front of the big crowd and then go on the road to Pittsburgh the next night?
Yeah, it's hard. One of the toughest things I found of being a professional athlete on a back-to-back was just your sleep. You're asked to be amped up to 110% from 7 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. And then you're asked to sleep at 11 p.m. and wake up the next morning. It's a very tricky thing to do. The ups and downs are hard, but I think in that second game, on a back-to-back, you want to make sure you get the 2 points in the first game, which is huge, and then you want to keep it simple going on the road on a Saturday night. It's not easy, but you keep it simple. You get your legs in the game, then you hope all your cardio from training camp and from your summer workouts kind of take over.
And avoid pie, I'm going to guess, on the on the nights when you have the back-to-back.
Yeah.
Maybe that's not the pie night right there. Rick, we appreciate the time. Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, maybe we'll put that as one of our keys
there we go.
for the game on the weekend. But thank you, guys.
Yeah, thanks for the time this morning. We'll do it again soon. There he is, Rick Nash, joining us on the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems Fan Guest Hotline. With the buzzer next, it's T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Well, when it comes to this early Wednesday morning commute, I am noticing one crash on the roads right now, and it's happening in our southeast corner by Canal Winchester. That incident happening on 33, that westbound direction, just past Gender Road, where our right shoulder is currently blocked out there. We are down to 22 miles per hour, folks, when it comes to travel times. I've seen it a lot worse in this area, but do be mindful, the crash is still ongoing and still active. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
This is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health, where we've successfully treated thousands of men for low testosterone and helped them feel like their old selves again. Please take a moment and listen to how we helped Tom.
Hi, my name's Tom. I've been a patient at Tri-State Men's Health, and I'm being treated for low testosterone. I didn't really notice the issue of just the energy and feeling slow in the middle of the day and waking up feeling as if I hadn't even gone to bed. When I walked into Tri-State Men's Health, I was extremely impressed from the get-go with the results of the treatment. I wake up in the morning now with clarity. I have had more energy in working out. I definitely have increased my strength. I would say that if there are men out there who experience some of the same problems that I did with inability to sleep well and waking up without feeling refreshed and having your energy flagging throughout the day, go see Tri-State Men's Health. It's changed my life and it'll change yours too.
Thanks, Tom. Call 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com.
Hey friends, Beamer here. In the spirit of Halloween, Awaken 180 is offering free consultations. Learn how scary fast and how scary easy losing weight can be. For mine, I brought all the questions, and in the end, Awaken 180 was an absolute no-brainer for me. Determine if Awaken 180 is right for you. The free consultations end October 31st. Reserve by phone only at 844-346-1800. For details and the number, visit awaken180weightloss.com. Scary easy with scary fast results.
In Columbus, how you roll up on game day matters. And with Polestar are redefining the driving experience. The Polestar 3 isn't just an electric SUV. It's an SUV that drives like a sports car. Precise, powerful, silent enough to hear the crowd before you see the stadium. Drive it today at Polestar Columbus. Or visit polestarcolumbus.com for a test drive and to learn about our competitive lease offers.
Let's face it, repairing or replacing your roof is a big decision. It's an investment in your home, your safety, and your peace of mind. But with so many roofing companies out there, how do you know which one to trust? How do you know your investment will be in good hands? Since 1992, Newman Roofing has been the family-owned company homeowners have relied on. We understand that roofing projects can be stressful. That's why we've built our company around you, offering a white glove experience designed to make your roofing project as smooth and easy as possible. At Newman Roofing, we focus on the details because the details matter. Our craftsmanship, attention to quality, and commitment to service are second to none. Why? Because when your name is on it, it just means more. Your roof isn't just another project. It's our promise to deliver the very best. So, as the cooler weather approaches, don't wait. Get your Newman roof while there's still time this fall. Call us today at 614-NEW-ROOF. That's 614-NEW-ROOF, or visit us online at newmanroofing.com. Don't just get a new roof, get a Newman roof.
Wouldn't it be nice if you could dump all your problems on someone else's back? Well, when you wake up to a clogged drain or a plumbing issue, make that Mr. Rooter's problem.
Call 855-MISTERS today or MrRooter.com.
Call Mr. Rooter, he'll be there quick.
I'm Leslie from Pella Columbus.
And I'm Wilson from that other window place.
One of our specialties here at Pella Wilson is getting rid of old, smaller windows with no view and replacing them with huge, beautiful windows that can change the look and feel of your home.
We tried that once, but we cut the hole a bit too big, so we had to put in a garage door instead in their dining room.
Wilson.
Didn't improve the view, but they do have a drive-through now, so you're welcome, Gruball family.
Get the windows that can change the look and feel of your home at PellaColumbus.com.
Give the gift everyone wants. Fun in your own game room. Billiards Plus has gifts for everyone. Pool tables, shuffleboard tables, card tables, grills, and more. With professional delivery and installation, you'll beat the last-minute scramble. Reserve yours now. Billiards Plus on Dublin Center Drive in Dublin.
Sunday, a day of rest, relaxation, and Browns football. Catch the Brownies as they battle the Patriots on the Fan 2.
Live fan coverage starts Sunday at 11 on AM 1460 and the Fan's HD2.
Your home of the Browns, the Fan. All your favorite fan shows are available when you want them.
Head to 971thefan.com and hit that subscribe button.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination. When Tyvus looks at Bone, he sees the future. Bald, fat, white. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvus.
Well, we just had a Columbus legend on, Rick Nash. If you missed the interview with him, you can hear it. Just go get our podcast. Wherever you get podcasts, just search T-Bone and Tyvus. Click there. Like I said, it's about 2.5 hours into the show, so you can find it, you can listen to it, and enjoy that. You can download it every single day. Get it right to your device free of charge. Just click subscribe or like or follow on your favorite podcast app with the T-Bone and Tyvus podcast. It's all there for you. Another legend of Columbus is Bo Bishop. He joins us now. Bo, pie or cake is the big discussion today on the show. Which one?
Boy.
Or pie or any other dessert? Because, I mean, We're not high on pie here, is what we're saying.
Well, I'll tell you, I'm dropping off the boys at the school, and I hear DG say something about how there are several pastries he'd choose over pie, and I just think he's picking the wrong pie.
Well, that's interesting.
I heard you guys talk about sweet potato and pumpkin. That's not pie. I mean, that's veggie pie. Those are both vegetables.
I agree. I agree with that. I never
pie,
mess
give
with
me a
it.
cream pie. Give me a banana cream pie, coconut cream pie. There's a million great pies. A cherry pie, the apple one where they got the crisp on it, and then a little warm with a sliver of vanilla ice cream. Come on, that's undefeated.
I mean, that the apple pie with the crisp is the best one out of all the ones that you just named. That is probably the only one that I would take.
Can I push back on this a little bit and say that when I go get a donut, I've never, now I wouldn't turn this down, but I've never had to say to them, you know what, the donut itself is not good enough. Could you put a dollop of another dessert on there like ice cream? And then that would make it over the top. Like, I can just enjoy the donut on its own. I feel like the apple pie needing the ice cream is that's kind of getting to the point here. Is we are now adding some other dessert on it to make it more appealing.
I guess I view the ice cream on the warm apple pie the way I would view like a custard filling in a Boston cream.
Okay.
Like it's enhancing a chocolate glazed donut.
All right.
Right? With another dessert.
That's fair. But see, then again, I'm also a cream over custard guy on that. So then we have that fight. So we can just,
but that's the same, right? Like the cream is whipped cream is a dessert if you're a lunatic.
You're right. You're right.
So, I kind of agree with Bo. I'm like a warm brownie with vanilla ice cream on top. That's probably my favorite
That's
dessert.
fair, and a brownie's a great dessert.
You overdo
and
it.
I
How
agree
about
with
those
you.
skillet chocolate chip cookies when they bring
Oh.
those suckers out and then they put that sliver of ice cream on top?
We've got the.
It's in this moment. It's in this moment right now that I realize that I'm not really that big of a dessert guy.
Tyvis.
Like when y'all go out to eat, like you take the wives or the girlfriends out to eat. Y'all like actually.
How many do you take out of curiosity? What's happening?
One wife, a mistress,
just
and a
be
girlfriend.
very clear who I take out is my wife and my wife only.
The girlfriends are on Friday, the wives are on Saturday. You saw The Sopranos. Come on. My wife doesn't even know I'm doing this. It's fine. No one's listening. It's fine.
Y'all actually sit there and order dessert. Is that what I'm hearing?
Very rarely I do, honestly. I don't do it very often. I'm old now. I can't do it. But in the old days, we would when it was just her and I. Now that I look at three little munchkins that are mostly there with us, I'm thinking I'm not spending $17.95 a piece on each one of those after all this. So
we did that.
We usually say no. But in the old days, when it was just her and I, we would split a tiramisu or something like
it's
that.
romantic.
A chocolate lava cake. Come on.
It's romantic to share, Tyvis.
See, it is. That's right.
The prices is like, y'all get that at home. Y'all get some at home.
I'm not kidding you. We just took the whole family out for like a birthday. My oldest daughter's birthday. She wanted to go out as a family to this restaurant, nice restaurant, sit down place. They bring out the dessert menu. And of course, we're like, all right, it's birthday time. Everyone can get dessert if they want it. My middle daughter, who it's not her birthday, decides it's ice cream sundae time. That's what I would like. And they had the option of, well, would you like the kid size or the grown adult version? And she was like, grown adult version, please. I'm 12. That's close enough.
Sure.
They brought out, Bo, what I could only describe to you as a championship trophy filled with ice cream. It was like 10 scoops of ice cream, and I think it added another $50 to the bill. And I said, whoa, hold on. Like next time, we're getting kid sizes because there's no way you're eating that. And she didn't.
NBC
of course.
is doing something now. She's 12?
Yes.
So he's 13, so he's even more of a jerk. And he's doing this thing now where we were down for the first practices, and we went to Jeff Ruby's for end of summer dinner, right?
Beautiful.
So we're sitting in there, and everyone's getting a bite, and we're ordering, and they come out with the specials, and one of the specials was a bone-in tomahawk ribeye, and NBC just orders it.
My God,
like no dialogue, nothing. He just orders it.
Did he stare you in your eyes as he did it? Just be like, "Yeah, Dad, I'm getting the tomahawk."
He ordered it, then he looked at me and just smirked. And I just went,
"That's the move,
dude. This is where we're at." So he'll try this now. Like you'll just go to like a regular joint, just like a regular place, not like a special occasion place. Just go to like a regular place, and he'll try doing that, like on a Tuesday. Like I'll have the steak and lobster, I'll go surf and turf. Oh, you will on a Tuesday, huh? That's how this is going.
I think your name should be T-Bone. Is actually I think where he's at now. He's living the George Costanza life.
Maybe it comes full circle. Maybe he's T-Bone now.
That's where you come back to him though when it's time for college, and you're like, oh, I'm sorry, you're going to Tomahawk University. That's the state school right down the street. You're not going. Sorry, you want to go across the country? That's not happening.
They call this work study. You're going to be spending a lot of time working in the gym, refereeing intramural games.
How do you feel about working a lathe? Because that's I think the career path we're choosing now.
I think the most important question is, did he eat it all?
He did.
Okay, let him live. Let him live.
If you order it, you got to eat it. That's the rule. If you order
fair.
it, you eat it.
There you go.
That's the rule.
You guys have a lot coming up on the show today. I presume plenty of discussion about plenty of football stuff, but I hope a little basketball.
Yeah, we did. A little nostalgia, right? A little bit of nostalgia last night on the NBC. And I just think it was a really bold play. I'm always fascinated how television networks and apps and streamers, how they program. And I just thought like what NBC did last night was a very bold choice. And it's something that wouldn't have happened 20 years ago. And I'm kind of curious if there will be more of it to come. So we'll get that right out of the gates.
There we go. Looking forward to hearing it. 3 hours. Bishop and Friends coming up next.
Boys.
Thanks, Bo. Appreciate it.
See you, boys.
Yep.
Shove it down your throat.
It's time for the buzzer.
Sponsored by Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems. Find your local Bryant Heating and Cooling dealer at Bryant.com.
I don't feel good about this. I saw that a new movie is shooting called I Play Rocky. It involves a group of people.
Sylvester Stallone.
No. It doesn't. Well, I don't know if it involves him maybe as an EP or something, as an executive producer, but this is involving other people playing Sylvester Stallone playing Rocky. So obviously Sylvester Stallone had a little bit of a tough time getting stuff made. He was an actor struggling, trying to get scripts and different things out there. He gets Rocky started, and then that, of course, turned him into a mega superstar. Mm-hmm. The story is very cool. But now what you're going to have is a bunch of 20-something actors dressed in period dress like Sylvester Stallone shooting the scenes that are like in Rocky, because he's obviously, this is about his struggle and his time as an actor trying to make it as Rocky. And I feel like at some point, how many iterations of, like, are we going to get movies in 20 years of the I Play Rocky cast playing Sylvester Stallone, playing Rocky? Do we have to do that movie? I'm not in on this.
The sad thing is you explained all that, and I'm still confused. So you got 20 actors that's going to play Sylvester Stallone.
No. 20-something. Like, meaning they're all in their 20s and 30s.
Okay.
They're playing him at that age.
Is multiple people playing.
They're playing, someone's playing the producer of Rocky. Someone's playing the director of Rocky. And then they're going to show behind the scenes how they made Rocky.
Okay.
But it's a movie adaptation of it. And why? Why are we doing this? We don't need that.
You know why? Because we're running out of things to talk about.
That's fair enough. Hollywood has that market completely cornered. All right. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday. Bishop and Friends are next. We will talk a little bit of Thursday Night Football with you tomorrow morning, bright and early, 6 a.m. It's T-Bone and Tyvis on The Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Still noticing some traffic on the roads, particularly over on the east side. For folks in Westerville, do know it is getting a little bit slower on 270 in that westbound direction, approaching 71. For folks in Gahanna, passing the airport 670 westbound, also noticing some slowdowns out there and some backups. Really for folks in Reynoldsburg and Bryce this morning, 70 westbound, heading towards the city, just pretty slow this morning. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic. Make it a great day.